Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well as always. We're going to be getting things ready for today's stream. Another doodle redeem, as we've been doing the last ones before, but we got a bit to share, but let me check and see if all the audio from my end is going well. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. I see Fluffy, I see Nox, I see Lux, Crochet, I see Hades. Wait, Hades is here early too. Chica, Space Buns. Keep the chain, guys. We are not keeping no chain for that today. There better not be a freaking chain. But give me just one quick second to see how the audio sets for my end. And yeah, we'll basically be talking about what we'll be doing for today. Leshy Trauma less than 2 hours. Boy, can't wait. Oh my god. Give me one quick second. Okay, I think we're good. I hope so. I really hope so, but we'll see. I hope the session goes well also, Nox. In less than 2 hours. I'm excited to maybe hopefully learn more about that too. If you do want to share more of that after the session's over. Anything else? Lux with 65 stream streak is insane. I know some of you guys have been watching for a hot minute now. Also, I hope you've been doing well, Fluffy. Same with Lux. Lux driving home. And Crochet is making dinner while watching. What dinner are you making, Crochet? Stinker. And then he just says stinker. Alright. Okay, I guess we're just opening with that. Chica, I'm hiding. I'm hiding here. Don't tell them. I won't tell anybody that you're hiding over there, Chica. Absolutely not. Pasta from Crochet. Nice. Okay, that's good to hear. In terms of what we're doing for today, basically where we did leave off yesterday was pretty much finishing a Space Buns Doodle Redeem, getting the lovely Seto drawn out, and apparently from, you said something in the art chat, specifically Space Buns, I could find that again, where somebody was already down bad for them. I believe they may be down bad for them, but I'm not too sure. So if my voice is a little raspy as well today, guys, for some reason, I'm still feeling a little bit sick, but it's nothing too bad. But let me see. Also, who is trying to riz her? She is taken by delusions. I'm afraid for the person. Who's trying to riz her, Space Buns? Wait, who's doing that specifically? I have the funny 6-9 streak. Oh god. Thank goodness nobody was talking about the goddamn 67 streak that someone may or may not have gotten to at some point. I'm sure it'll get to that number again, and then people will be like, haha, funny number, and I'll be like, ooh, I mean, it's each their own. I'm okay playing Powerboard on my computer. Ooh, you were doing that yesterday, right? With your boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken, Fluffy? And I believe, are you guys getting like more stuff going on today? Or, I don't remember, but I thought somebody told me that there was a crossover, or like some sort of collab. Either if it was with like Ultra Kill, or it was a Terraria. I think they had both collabs. I don't remember. The Rizzler. I mean, the Rizzler situation is something. Guena's been dying for decades, maybe centuries. Who knows at this point? What's another week or two at that point? And me? Oh god, no. I hope that it's not too bad though, the session. Everything that, if you have been planning a certain moments, Nox, I hope those moments go really well. What happened to Holiday Valis? Nobody liked Holiday Valis, Crochet! Not a single person liked Holiday Valis, and I don't know why. But if you want to know where Holiday Valis is, they're right here. They're not going anywhere. They're eagerly waiting behind the shadows to, you know, to greet everyone as well. Bring Holiday Valis back! I mean, nobody else was a fan. And nobody else wanted this poor little snowman self of me in the stream at all. Let me drink some water again, guys. Give me just 1 second. I can finally mute my phone as well. Out the air block where it belongs. Damn! Some people are really against it. I need to. Okay. He should stay until the end of December. I mean, if the majority of people wanted Holiday Valis to be the main costume or the main apparel that we have for the end of the year, I don't mind it. But it seemed like it didn't get the best reception, so we will leave them in the back burner for now. But yeah, we did manage to finish set 2 right now, and well, not right now, but yesterday we managed to finish set 2. We also managed to, I think that's probably why my voice is a bit raspy too. We managed to finish recording all the lines that we needed for the video yesterday, guys. So today we're going to be obviously connecting everything together, trying everything in our power to get that video done before the end of the year. Ooh, I need to say this as well. On the 29th, I may not be streaming just because I have I have a checkup with Hollow's doctor appointment. So I will be gone for the 29th. I will probably use that day to work more on the video as well. So I do apologize that we kind of are missing quite a few days these last couple months, but it's just different stuff has arisen, so hopefully you can understand that, and maybe for the next year we won't have as many days gone as well. And also, hello Koopa, welcome. How are you doing today? Did you do anything fun or exciting with your pops yesterday? But happy to see you as well. And also we're getting closer and closer to the end of the New Year's. OMG, that looks amazing. That's so awesome, Sauce. Hey, QWERTY! Welcome. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Valis? One, I want to learn... Okay, it's not the... Well, I guess in terms of Slimeverse stuff, Crochet, I want to get to Season 2 and catch up to that. I think I've said that quite a few times. As like my end goal for the next year is I want to get to Season 2 and hopefully be able to finally move on from there with like the comic series and other things outside of that. Outside of Slimeverse, I do want to learn Japanese. I think I said that like earlier this year. I want to learn Japanese just because I want to visit Japan one day, and I think it'd be really cool to just have like the dialects down. Also, hello Mike! Welcome! It's good to see you too. How have you been doing also? Have you been working on more stuff or just been chilling, relaxing? Mostly watch movies with Pops. Other than that, my luck that I have officially gotten sick now. No! Damn it, Koopa! So you're sick as well? Hopefully you don't stay sick for too long though, just because I know some people have been sick for like several weeks now. I was sick for a little bit last couple days ago, and now I'm just having like a little bit of raspy voice, but I think it's more from like recording than actually being like full on sick. But I hope you get better soon though, Koopa, genuinely. That sucks to hear. Maybe before the final day of this year you'll feel better, but that sucks. Hopefully you don't spread it to your Pops or anybody else. Stay safe with that, and please always wash hands and whatnot. Obviously, the basic hygiene, we all know that. I don't need to say that in any way. I'm currently chill, and I'm just doing my dailies right now. In Monster Hunter, Mike, everybody's been getting sick. Yeah, it's always around this time where people get really sick as well. Like I know at least not too many people in my family have been getting sick, but I think I caught something from my niece, because like young individuals, babies and whatnots, are prone to just walking around, crawling around, getting their hands on everything, and just you don't clean one thing for a quick second, and the next thing you know they're putting it in their mouth, and it just becomes a whole mess. It's so bad. Hopefully, I want to avoid day 17 again. Wait, that's how long you were sick for in the past, Koopa? 17 days? No, Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so you're doing your dailies in there too. Oh, because you told me you recently resubbed, like yesterday or day before that too. I've been wanting to. I think we had this discussion before, Mike. I know there's several people here that have played Final Fantasy 14. I think Quest was talking about it yesterday, that they said they'd be down to casually raid as well. But I would love to have like a little Slimeverse raid session every now and then. Just like nothing too crazy, or just like a casual sense. I think it'd be pretty fun. Wait, Venchika, huh? Why was Venchika here? I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody there was hiding in any way, shape, or form. Did she have a good Christmas? Oh yeah, she had like 2 Christmases. Christmas eyes? I don't know how to explain it. She had one Christmas celebration here, and then she had another Christmas celebration at another family household as well. So yeah, she got a lot of gifts. I'll tell you what, she got like I can't even name all of them, but like she got like a train set, like several like plushies, several action figures, several like clothes. She got like a kitchen set, like a cookie set. She got so many things, but it was good because it was like her first real Christmas that she's gonna be celebrating and hopefully remembering as well. I'm also learning Japanese right now, Velas. Maybe I can teach you in like 2 years. Hey, Moxie! Speaking of which, I now have the final, since Moxie is here, I should probably show what I'm gonna be working on today. Valis, don't read! Oh god, no. No, they don't, Venchika. That's not true at all. I think you're overthinking that as well. That's just not a true comment in any way. But yes, now that Moxie is here, like I said before, we were working on the dual request. We finished that for Space Buns. We finished the dual request for Lux, and even for Nox as well. Well, what's next? Oh, yeah, also Strider. Don't forget about Strider. Well, after that, basically the title of the stream is drawing Jimmy Bob Johnson, and lo and behold, we got some Jimmy Bob Johnson drawings right here. So yeah, we managed to sketch this in. I tried doing one variant on the right for you, Moxie, that's kind of closer to the drawing that you did share, like the reference image, and then I kind of went a little bit more like wacky or zany on the left, just because I kind of wanted to experiment a little bit more with the idea that you had, and kind of like push that in a more cartoony sense, just kind of like a half face on the left and a half face on the right, being like more expressive in very different emotions. So we kind of just pushed those two ideas. I hope you like what we've been cooking. If not, I kind of just like stuck it in the way where like you have the base design that you generally did for us, and then I just like pushed some little designs and whatnot for like the left one. But that's what we have right now, and we have like a little like a little quick sketch up here where it's just somebody was stepping on a bug and they are very not happy or upset about it. That's kind of just like a little image that I depicted right there too, because Jimmy Bob Johnson, at least from what I remember from the description, is into bug collecting, so I would imagine somebody stepping on a bug not being appreciated at all for them as well. So that's what we did. Did you get anything good? And from my family, I got jack shit, but I think that's okay, because it was just supposed to be something for our slime niece as a whole. Like I got myself an air duster. I got myself an electric air duster. I know some of you guys gifted me games, and I was very appreciative of that as well. So yeah, I guess in terms of that, it was still very appreciated. Angry comment. Unfortunately, there's no option to delete chat. Wait, what happened? Did I miss something? No, I don't think that was anything bad. Let's see. Hilariously, I cut it from my niece. Well, you cut yours from your niece too, Koopa? Oh no. I think it's just babies are prone to like just catching so much stuff just because of how they walk around everywhere and whatnot. But I'm sorry to hear that, genuinely. Yep, I have. Okay. David 17 refers to the 17th stream of Tears of the Kingdom. My voice was gone. Damn! I guess because you were narrating everything. I'm surprised your voice wasn't like raspy or hoarse after the Xenoblade stuff, Koopa. I guess because you've already been like conditioning your voice for stuff like that after so long. And maybe there's not as much like dialogue in like big periods of time when you're like grinding and stuff like that too. I'm almost done with the first batch of side quests in ZAZA. The only thing left is to show 2 more babies to the lady. Yum bugs? No yum bugs. Jimmy Bob Johnson is a very weird kind of person, despite looking kind of weird. Is a very kind person, despite looking kind of weird. Okay, so they're not very like I guess like hostile or anything like that as well. Lex is very happy as well. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I will be working on this now. Hopefully, like I said before, these doodles, at least in like my more chibi-esque style, shouldn't take a really long time. So we'll probably just be doodling this while yapping about what we want to do for next year and this year, or at least like for the end of this year. I guess it's only really one thing for this year, but hopefully we can get it done sooner than later, just because, oh boy, it's been taking forever. But I'm excited. Like I said, we're gonna be getting all the video stuff made today. Will it take more than just today? Obviously, but we are gonna like block everything in and try to get like the bare bones of the time and length for everything. I will say I do talk fairly fast in most of the videos, so if it is kind of hard to grasp some of the things that I am saying, I may just include like subtitles and stuff like that too, embedded into the video. I always do that for shorts, but I do notice with like a lot of commentary videos and whatnot, you don't really see that type of stuff at all. Like you don't really see like any captions or whatnot, so I'm debating whether or not I should follow suits, but we'll see. I think I don't mind doing like the auto captions that CapCut has, and then just editing around to fix it, but it's up in the air, I guess. D17 is sounding like I was going through puberty. The 20-hour stream definitely pushed my choice to its limit, though. Let's see. The 20-hour stream was... The 24-hour stream that you did for Xenoblade was insane. Like, I was watching for a good bit, Koopa, and then I had to go to sleep, and then I woke up and you were still on. I was like, Jesus. But I honestly, if you didn't finish the final boss at all, Koopa, I was gonna rage you afterwards and be like, alright guys, please give Koopa all your energy because they definitely need it after playing this goddamn game for that long in a row. But let me see. Let me move over to the moving the fan over here too. It's getting okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry, I always have to move the fan after a certain amount of time because usually it's, like I said, it's really cold over here until it gets to a certain point in the day. Here we go. Try my best to get all these little details lined up as well. I'm excited. Genuinely, I am happy that you guys have redeemed some Slimeverse characters. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit biased just because I like Slimeverse OCs as a whole, but I don't mind drawing like other OCs that you guys have shared in the past. Like, I very much appreciated drawing Seto and Leshy, especially since a lot has been shared for them, specifically Leshy as well in the past, so it just made me more and more excited to work on those characters as a whole too. Let's see. The fact that rated you at the beginning of your stream told me is basically been on for so long. I would say that when I noticed you rated us, I was like, oh, that means Koopa must be done with the game. Because, like, damn it, they beat me to it. That's obviously for the best because you were streaming for so freaking long. It was insane. Anyone watch Gourmity back in the day? I think The Lords of Nature, it was called. That was a good show. Shame it never finished. Gourmity or Gourmity? I never heard of that show, specifically those space buttons. I could look a bit more into that though. Gourmity. Did you realize how bad it looks out? Oh no! Wait, what? Let's say I think you're overthinking it, Venchik. I really do. Let me move over to Gourmity. Let me see. Wait, yeah, I've never seen this show at all. Oh, it's a popular Italian... Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, it didn't even show it again. It was a popular Italian show? Yeah, I've never seen this. I mean, it looks pretty cool. This looks like something I definitely would have fucked with as a kid. Right here. Did anybody see Gourmity? The Legend Awaits. Is this the newer one, or is this... Oh, it's 2018. Is this like the older one that people used to watch? Gourmity? I'm probably saying that terribly. But this looks cool. Reminds me of Chaotic almost, like the card game as a kid. Damn, this is... Oh, they even have a Wii game. Oh, it's from Konami? Wait, really? What the hell? Wait, why didn't I never see this? Maybe it's way more widespread than I thought. That collapse into my pillow was like heaven. Oh my god. I would imagine so after streaming for so long and drinking so much caffeine, Koopa, crashing onto the bed after that probably was a very sweet feeling as well. It was a kid's toy show, little elemental figures. Okay. Let's see. Let me move on. Looks familiar to you as well, Mike? Damn. I've never seen it. But I mean, it looks cool, and I didn't know Konami was a part of that. Huh. The more you know. I'm gonna say, because I remember yesterday, Spaceman specifically drew a Bakugan OC, and I went down memory lane with that as a whole. I was taken aback, and I may or may not have shared so many details from that back in the day, like my friends destroying my Bakugan, or more so just slamming it down. I used to have a crush on the Lights one and most of the villains from the 2D show. I was so down bad as a child. I mean, I think a lot of us had childhood crushes with like various shows and various characters. So there's nothing wrong with that. It just happens. To a SANI one, I would say you're okay, man, Chica. Genuinely, it's all good. I think we're looking a bit too into that. Really hope they forget. I don't even think they remember. What were your ideas for the suit color? He works at a hospital, so maybe white or brown. I think a white suit can be pretty fitting. I actually would go with a white suit, specifically. I think if that's the colors that you were thinking about, white or brown, I think white would be the most fitting. At least from what I would guesstimate from them working at a hospital. Let me keep on working on this too. was like, colors is definitely going to be a bit of a struggle, especially for me, Moxie, just because I've never been really good with choosing different color palettes. I use freaking Adobe color palette picker for crying out loud. It's helped me though for like some of my other characters in the past, specifically D&D ones. But I think in terms of color theory, I've always struggled with that. I may need to at least I know for a fact we're gonna have blue and pink, so we can include those into the mix. But I guess white is just a good color that fits with anything, really, since it is fairly neutral. And by it's pure neutral, it's not fairly neutral. But we can get that going as well. I think the wings are fine too. But yeah, I'm excited. There was a lot of kid shows that we did talk about in the past, and I'm trying to remember other like more niche ones that I used to watch growing up. And I think Chaotic was another one, because like when you showed me that specifically Space Buns, it reminded me of that. And I don't know if anyone did play that one too, but that was like one of the first ever like online card games. That was like a big gimmick about it, where like every card you would pull, there'll be like a secret specialized code for you to redeem on their actual websites. And I thought that was really cool until I tried playing it on the family computer, and the family computer basically just said, screw you, we can't handle this. We can't handle this at all. But there was like, I mean, I guess back then there wasn't like any crazy gaming PCs back in the day. But like PCs even back then were super, super expensive too. Hey Meep, welcome. Hope you're doing well also. Hope your day is going wonderful. We're drawing Jimmy Bob Johnson. The one, the only Jimmy Bob Johnson right now. But I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very, very well also. Trying to get this finished out in a timely manner. But this is something that I want to also ideate and just finish within today's stream. Usually for a style like this, it doesn't take me too long, but who knows? Maybe some little details may take longer than others. So yeah. Are you working on anything exciting or interesting as well, me? Anything fun? Huntic or Huntix? I don't remember at the top of my head. It was about collecting mythical monster before the big bads so they don't destroy the world or something. Huntic or Huntix? I can see that's another one that I don't remember either. Huntix. Let me see. No, not Huntrix. Not freaking K-pop Demon Hunter. Huntic. Let me see. Huntic, Secrets, and what is it? Secrets and Seekers. Is this the one you're talking about? Like a show? Let me see. Does this ring a bell for you, Space Buns? Because I've never seen this personally, but maybe this may be the show that you were referencing. God, old cartoon animations hit so different, I swear. It even shows Winx Club over here. Hoplites, Legendary, what are these other recommendations? This is the one? Nice, okay. So I guess we did get it. It wasn't Huntix, because for some reason it gave me Huntrix for K-pop. I'm testing drawing sites. Ooh. I remember during Art Fight, specifically me, you talked about like going on certain art sites, like art drawing like collaborative sites, and some of them were really good, but then other ones had like premium services, or you couldn't get like anything good done without like paying the premium service for it. Have you found like another site that's really good for like drawing collaboratively, or just keeping like some of your drawings in a database? Well, I guess not a database, it sounds kind of weird, but like saving it so where like if you go back to the site, you'll be able to draw it again. You have? Nice! Let's go! Okay. Blue, green. I would say it's not my character specifically, but blue is just a fairly common color, at least from what I've seen. But let me keep on moving on with this as well. Get this details going. It will be fairly chill today, guys. Like I said, more video editing will just be happening back behind the scenes. I think once we finish these doodle requests, I'm not going to fully open for comms just yet, just because I want to be done with my video before I really tackle any big commission work. But after this, we will be probably just maybe making some emotes or some other things for the stream as a whole, just because that was one of the goal redeems that we did hit in the past. So I'm excited to do that as well. Which emotes will we be doing? I have one in mind that I kind of wanted to do. I'm not sure how we're going to handle it, but it may be something in relation to Hades. Only time will tell. But we will be getting that going. Blue is a common color. I wonder why. Blue is a very common color in a lot of different places. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are a huge fan of it, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's not my favorite color, and I just try to fight those allegations anytime possible, anytime I can. I don't really incorporate orange into a lot of my characters, surprisingly. I should, but like, maybe for my next D&D character, I make one character that's like aligns with orange really well. Maybe it's like emotionally, or just has like a color palette that's similar to that. But I don't think there's any D&D campaign arising soon, or any new stuff arising soon in my way. So hopefully, maybe in the future, maybe that's not any time from now, or maybe for the space buns, the Slimers. I was thinking of what came to S, and the first thing that came to mind was space buns. Maybe like the Slimers campaign, we can make some orange characters. Orange slimes are really fun to work on, and Zen specifically has made a lot of really cool ones too. Hey, also thank you for the follow. Thank you as well. I can't read that name. I am Tam. How are you? Merry Christmas. Welcome, Tam. I don't know if you want me to call you that, or if you have any other name that you would prefer, but I hope you're having a wonderful day. Also, hello, Theo. Welcome too. We are working on a dual redeem at the moment, drawing the infamous Jimmy Bob Johnson, but I hope your day's been going well also. And same with you, Theo. Any new Minecraft stuff? What are you gonna do to me? It's nothing. I'm just gonna probably work on like an emote related to Hades specifically. New redeems, yes. Actually, new redeems will be included too. What's wrong with redeems? Yes. Well, there's nothing wrong with redeems. It's just right now redeems have been a bit of something that people have been wanting us to add and incorporate. And considering now that we have a lot of time on our hands, we can basically just actually dedicate stuff to that with a stream and without a stream. I don't speak English. Can I speak Spanish? Sí, tú puedes hablar español si tú quieres, pero yo no hablo español muy bueno. Es mi lenguaje segundo, pero si tú quieres hablar español, tú puedes. So, yeah. If you want to talk Spanish, that's okay. I am not the best with Spanish, but I can try my best. I can very, very much try my best. I've had some Latin viewers in the past too also show up in the stream, so if you want to do that, you can. Dale, que cuentan. Estoy dibujando un dibujo para uno de mis supportadores o mi comunidad. Es una caricatura de mi universo de Slimeverse, que es algo que yo hago con mi comunidad casi como 5 o 6 meses ahora. So it's kind of I am butchering the hell out of that, but yeah, basically I'm just trying to explain what we are working on, and that's basically it. Just working on the Slimeverse stuff and trying to get that going as well too. Saludos desde Tucumán, Argentina. Mi name is Tamir. Okay, es muy bueno para verte o para conocerte también, Tamil. Es muy bueno para verte también, pero tú sabes que mi español no es muy bueno, pero estoy muy helado. No, helado is ice cream. Oh god. I don't know the word. Damn. I'm very happy to see you here. I genuinely don't know the word too well. I can help. Can you space? Oh no, I'm sorry. I went a whole side tangent right there too. Never use Krita, so I'm scared. So if I fail, I blame you, Val. Wait, obviously Space Buns is really good with Krita too, so we can get that going. Why does Val sound so different when he's speaking Spanish? It's almost as if it's a whole different language. But I'm sorry, I won't be speaking too much Spanish, but I just did want to briefly say hello to you, Tamir. I can't really hold my own with speaking that dialect too well, but I hope that you could have at least gotten some of those things to the best. I went from 413k to 927k from this year alone, Theo. I mean, the progress has been insane, like genuinely. Will we ever redeem where we can throw stuff at Valis? Do you want to redeem where you throw stuff at me? Really? I mean, if you want to redeem for that specifically, we can have that going as well. Pero se te entiende y eso es lo que importa. Eso es verdad. Yo sí sé inglés, pero no mucho. Pero eso está bien. Si yo... damn, I wish I knew some of the words better. Pero si yo sabía eso, está bien. Yo probable hablando español un poquito, pero yo no puedo hablarlo como muy bien, pero yo puedo hacerlo a veces. Si tú quieres ver el stream de nosotros a veces, yo puedo hablar como yo puedo. Pero toda mi familia es muy mejor hablando español, pero yo no puedo hablarlo muy bien. Pero yo I try to. Okay. Let me get that going. I want a hell yeah redeem. Oh, we will be getting that going, Hades. We will very much be getting that going. During which time I've switched emulator once, switched controller once, went to a tournament, and won a different tournament. I would say your Tetris career so far has been insane. Like, I genuinely feel your Tetris career this year has been absolutely incredible. Hell yeah. Also, welcome, Zen. Welcome. I hope you're doing well also. It's very good to see you. Hydrates in all caps. Oh yeah, let me get some water going. ¿Cuál es tu juego favorito? Crash Bandicoot 3. Works. Ese es mi... Oh, no, ese no es mi favorite. Ese es mi favorito juego segundo. Mi primero es Pokemon Emerald. That's my first favorite game. Let me drink some water. Okay. Let's see. During which time I've switched emulator once, switched controller once, went to a tournament, and won a different tournament. Nice! Let's go. I'll probably be the dark horse of UK Tetris, and I will be waiting. I will eagerly be excited to see that as well, Theo, just because the progress that you've made is incredible. And like next year, there's nowhere to go but up for you as well, because you have been doing so much and wonderful stuff in the Tetris community, and then I've learned so much from you as well. Hell yeah from Radio. Welcome, Radio. How have you been doing? I hope you've been doing well also. Apparently we changed language. Our tone changes slightly. Oh, yeah, it may as well. Yeah, it may be a very different tone as well. I have a similar progression to most of the top players in the world. That's even better! And especially since you're so passionate about it, Theo, I can see you becoming like one of the best players in the Tetris community. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be watching. I will definitely be watching whenever a big Tetris tournament shows up and you're gonna be a part of it. I'm definitely gonna be trying to watch and support you to the best that I can. Let me get that as well. Glad to know it won't show sometimes. If the undo and redo isn't shown on top, to go to settings, toolbars, and show and click on exit. I know that an update got rid of it on the beginning. Ooh. Thank you as well, Space Buns, for helping out Mike. Oh, not Mike, my bad. I saw Mike's comment as well. But thank you, Space Buns, as well, for helping Meep out with more of the credit stuff. Time to get off the game and do some drawing. Let's go, Mike! I'm excited for that too. What are you gonna work on? Are you gonna work on more stuff or other things outside of that? A mí me gustan mucho los juegos retros, Mario Clásicos, Sonic Clásicos, Plants vs. Zombies, Mr. Nuts, The Lion King, Geometry Dash, Among Us, etc. Oh, so you like retro games? That's cool. Yo no juego videojuegos así. Yo jugué como muchos juegos de Pokémon y juegos de Crash cuando yo era más pequeño o See, I think that's how I said it. I don't know. I don't know, but I did play a lot of retro games back in the day as a whole, Tamir. So not retro games like specifically the ones you stated, but I have played like a lot of like action platformers and stuff like that too. I'm kind of in a race against a roller coaster, Berbia, to get to the first max out. Ooh, Tetris tournament. I'm interested. Wait, are you me? Theo has a lot, and by I mean a lot of experience and knowledge in the Tetris community. So if you ever do want to learn a bit more about that, please check out Theo's channel. If Theo is open to it, maybe you guys can like talk about it in the server and stuff like that too. I think that could be pretty fun and exciting. That also depends on where you learn it. Like, if your family members, you'll be a normal voice and carefree, but if you learn professionally, I will be stern and slow. That's fair. Yeah, like, I can see that being the case as well, like, depending where you learn your language from. It could be, like, more colloquial or more, like, formal or less formal. That's understandable. I wonder, like I said, I'm going to try to learn Japanese for next year, at least, like, a little bit every day, and hopefully it'll stick. Just because I think it could be really fun to like visit Japan one day and at least speak loosely in their dialect, hopefully. Because I'm sure like if a foreigner shows up in a country, like obviously they're not like not native speaker, but like they can't like speak any like about it, it's a lot harder to really traverse there, like get a lot of like different like knowledge about the place than like somebody that at least knows a bit or knows like the language fully. So it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Doing the color process of Apollo's outfits and possibly doing more Ooze stuff and Pantheon stuff. Damn, that's a lot then. I would say you're gonna be getting a lot of stuff going, being finished with the way. That's cool. So more of Apollo's outfits. How close are you to finishing Apollo's, like all the assets for Apollo, BK? Tournaments and a chase for the world record and more. Yes. I would say if Meep wants to learn more about that, that'd be awesome. Japan vlog when? Next year, totally. Totally next year as well, Hades. Personal experience for speaking 4 languages. That's completely understandable. I know, I guess, specifically in Europe, knowing multiple languages is fairly common. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys are from Europe, you guys, I believe, like learning like at least like 2 to maybe 3 languages, depending where you're from, is fairly common. Just because there's so many different dialects next to you over there. Like I think the second most common language over here is Spanish, just because we are right next to South America. And then after that, it's I believe French. I could be wrong though, but I think actually I could just easily Google it. Why am I trying to like loosely base things when Google is at my fingertips? Most common languages in the US. Okay, it is English, 77%, Spanish 13%, and then followed by Chinese. Okay, I didn't know Chinese was the 3rd most spoken. Wait, that's interesting. I thought it was French, just because we were close to Canada. Huh. Well, the more you know. Damn. The thing is, over here we would have either Spanish Clash or French Clash. Jesus, I'm slurring my words right now, but we usually had those classes, so I would just assume those were the more common ones. That's interesting. Clip it? What do you mean clip it, Hades? I was joking. We're not going next year. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't know if we would fully do it. I mean, if it's something that you would be down for, I don't mind. It would just be I was just joking more so. Let me see. Hablando de plantas contra zombies, se armó una polémica hace 2 meses con el remaster de dicho juego. Wait, really? Básicamente los desarrolladores hicieron un remaster del clásico de 2009 y los empezaron a funar por usar inteligencia artificial. Damn! En los gráficos y assets del juego. Actually, that sounds terrible then. Wait, what the hell? Eso escucha como algo malo, porque tiene inteligencia artificial que están usando. Well, that's interesting. And I'm one of the UK's rising stars, understandably so, and I'm close to the max out, which is getting 1 million points in the game. I would say you were right there. And Meep's back in the NES version, which is the version I play, has a kill screen at level 29, where the blocks start falling too fast to move them to the side. Well, there is a way around it, but I can't use the rolling playstyle. I have the gameplay footage on my channel. So yeah, that's Tetris. I would say I want to see if Meep is more interested in that, because I don't know if I didn't know Meep was very interested in the Tetris scene or just the game in general. So that could be something to work around more as well. You're pretty much almost done. I'm just doing a little bit of a cleaner job of the rough ref to do a better job of picking colors to put on him. Nice. Okay, so you're getting really close to that too. Speaking of getting close, I should probably work on this a bit more as well. I am so bad at multitasking. You guys have seen that by now. I am terrible at multitasking, but hopefully I can get this done and Moxie will be a fan of this. I didn't know that Jimmy Bob Johnson was more of a kind person despite their appearance, but I think that's cool. I think it just I guess pushes the moral or the message that looks can be very deceiving, right? You can be a very intimidating individual, somebody with like loaded with a bunch of tattoos, super large, super buff, smoking a big cigar, riding a motor. I'm just describing a biker. I'm just describing like a somebody from a bike gang or something like that. But you can look like somebody like that and be very nice. Maybe your favorite game is Hello Kitty Island Adventure that I'll totally not play at one point in the stream and whatnot, or it could be like something like a Tamagotchi pet in your pocket or whatnot, but it can be very deceiving. So stuff like that can be pretty cool. I do like characters like that, or like some tropes in that sense. It makes me honestly want to make more characters similar to that as well. That's Tetris. Eternabot said she wanted to go next year. Did Eternabot say that, Hades? Wait, I don't remember that fully. Pero eso no es todo. La música dinámica se fue simpático. Vendieron humo con los concept arts y el contenido extra inconsistencias en los paquetes de semillas y está plagado de bugs y errores de programación. Oh, so they butchered it, Tamir? I'm just really interested on the tournaments. Ooh, if you're interested in the tournaments, then I would say Theo may know quite a bit about that as well. Anything Tetris related, I'm pretty confident Theo knows quite a bit. What are mother tongues? 121 languages? Oh my goodness. No. Typically 2 players play a best-of-5 match where both players try for the highest score. Jimmy Bomb Johnson once saved me from a burning building, then gave me $1 million. Damn, Jimmy Bomb Johnson did that for you, Zen? Or was that Taka that got saved by Jimmy Bomb Johnson as well? Well, that's kind of crazy. Also, I didn't know Jimmy Bomb Johnson was capable of so many great feats. Makes me like them even more. I need to get this also drawn out in a timely manner. So I am sorry that it's a bit delayed, but I am trying. Fue tanta la polémica que hasta Rich Warner, artista del juego, artist of the game, se quejó de los concept arts, y Laura Shigahara, compositora, se quejó del soundtrack. So it was so bad that the creators were complaining about it, or at least like the OG individuals. Lo vendían a $20, so $20. Then for like a really shitty remake / port. First language that you learn to speak as a child, like which you speak in your family. Understandable. Let me move this as well too. Okay. I know what you mean now. Ooh. There is a CTM, Classic Tetris Monthly, CTL, Classic Tetris League, TMP, Tetris for the non-pros, so many regionals, and the annual CTWC, Classic Tetris World Championship. Is the CTWC like the big one that everyone usually prepares for, Theo? Or are all of the tournaments that you stated kind of like a similar ish type of importance? Because I mean, obviously, if one's monthly and the other one's like the World Championship, I would assume the World Championship is a larger one, or like it's probably like the most well-known or the most famous one that people would prepare for. Vengo, yeah, Vengo, got you. Okay, pero para saber más de eso, Tamir, es muy malo para ver que yo haciendo todo eso con el juego de Plants vs Zombies. Y es muy malo para ver, pero hopefully en el futuro que si hacen un otro juego así, que no tiene todo lo cosa como artificial inteligencia y cosas así. Are you okay? Crashes through roof? Oh god, Lotus did? Botak and I have been saved by Jimmy Bob Johnson. Plus, he saved a bunch of puppy orphans that were also in the building? What? Excuse me? Wait, they did that as well? Damn, how Jimmy Bob Johnson's feats are insane. I was about to say, I may look greatly up to Jimmy Bob Johnson if that's the case as well. I do have a dream to study in AUS. What's that specific? Oh, for Benfica. Was that in Australia? There's an option to translate chats so that others can also understand what Tamir is saying. Is that a thing too? For translations, is there a way I could show that as well? If there is, I will do that in a heartbeat, but I don't see it there. Maybe if we have a moderator, maybe one of the moderators can also enable that, because I would love to have that being included as well. Or maybe it's only a YouTube thing. Let's see. I didn't get a notification that Valus was live. I don't know why they keep freaking out, though. It's really strange. Just broke a few ribs. Oh, God. The winner of the CTWC is the World Championship. The reigning World Champion is Alex Thatch for 2 years now. Damn! Okay. Oh god, I'm on the right layer as well. Let me get that going. Okay. I would say the order of importance is CTWC, CTM, CTL, Regionals, TNP. I'm on my phone so I can't see shit. Oh no, you're good, Hades. I don't see... I quickly scroll through the settings because I don't want to like try to sit through that right now. But if there's like a tutorial, if there's like a link or a way that somebody knows how to do that, I will do that in a heartbeat. I generally will. I do apologize if I'm swapping a bit between languages and whatnot, guys. I should probably also decipher what's saying. But basically what Tamir's been talking about is Plants vs. Zombies. Specifically, a lot of the... it got like some sort of reboot or a remaster, like a fan-made in a way that had also artificial AI, or like AI usage in it. And the original creators were really, really upset about that as a whole. So I do apologize if I did butcher the overall translation, because even for me, I'm not the best, most fluent Spanish speaker, but I do generally know what's going on. I can like understand it better than I can say it. But yeah, I think that was what we were talking about too. I'll try to like at least give some brief summaries for that as well. Hello, hi Hades, with the eyes. Wait, why are you just looking at Hades like that? In high school, it's very rare that you get a free dress day. Oh. I would say over here in high school we could wear whatever we want. Which is a double-edged sword, because I know some people will be like, oh, it'd be better to have uniforms. Like, I don't want to wear a uniform and whatnot. But I mean, it costs an arm and a leg for some families to like pay or like to buy like all the clothes and whatnot. I was just wearing the same stuff. You are a Baldy Valus Baldy boy. Thanks. Thanks. We're going back to this from Lotus. Skill issue. Oh, my phones get good. Oh god. I would say that deserves a timeout for 5 seconds. No. I would say that the order... Oh yeah, I did read that as well. You thought I was gonna insult you, huh? Good that the Hell Yes must spread. Oh god. Been playing the Hell Yes soundboard in your honor. Oh my god. There have been 7 champions in the history. Jonas, Harry, Joseph, Michael, Eric, Justin, and Alex. Hell yeah as well. You know what? Just for Hades, we'll do it for Hades, okay? Where is it? Open soundboard.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
There you go. Yeah. We'll throw some hell yes just for Hades as well. Oh god. Let me try to get more of this also drawn into the mix. Sorry if I haven't been focusing on this too much, guys. I do need to, though. I very, very much need to try a better job at that. Hell yeah, from Zed as well. Funnily enough, that will be one of the emotes that we will be adding into the mix. I may work on that since we don't have any other doodle quests to work on urgently. At least I don't think so. I don't think there's any other redeems at the moment. So after this one's done, we will try to get some of the emotes made for the stream. So we'll have a Hell yeah emote. I think we'll have the zooming in baby Valus emote included, because Koopa brought a really, really good idea with that one as a whole, and I thought it would just be very fitting as well. So we'll get those 2 emotes made. Outside of that, I don't think there's any emotes I need to fully work on, but we'll update some of the images as well for like hydrate and posture check, just because those do get redeemed quite a bit, and I could just have like a different visual from that instead of just the normal chibi self as well. Oh yeah, in all caps. That's just Hades' trademark, hell yeah. And here uniform is also mandatory. Not too sure about university here. Damn, would you have do they have mandatory outfits for university over in other places as well? Thank you for the hydrate as well, Zen. Like I said, we will be updating that. Speaking of which, I know mainly about the UK community because I'm from the UK. Okay. So those are all the leagues within the UK, but are there like other like big online leagues that are globally recognized for Tetris, Theo? Or is that the ones that you just stated? Let me drink some water real quick as well. There we go. I went to a private school where the uniform was collared polo shirts and khaki slacks. Ooh, it reminds me of one of my elementary schools. But my parents could just afford tuition and not much else, so I had 3 collared polo shirts. I cycled through and my teachers were worried that I wore the same clothes constantly. And I just dead-eyed them, like, my parents pay for the school, you're entitled to think that they can afford new clothes too, and refused to talk to them further on the matter. It's so insane though, Lux, right? Because tuition in a lot of different schools, especially if it's like a private school right there, does cost an arm and a leg. Like, I remember back in elementary school for me, I used to go to like a pseudo private / charter school, and the tuition there was so expensive that I I would just wear the hand-me-down uniform that my older siblings had when they went to that school. Like, that's legit how expensive it was over there too. Like, and then being surprised by that too is crazy, because I mean, I don't know how it is for the private school you went to, Lux. I am curious, but at least for over in my school that I went to growing up, they didn't have to wear the same uniform. They could wear whatever the hell they wanted to, and then just complaining at the students for not being able to afford the uniforms as well. It was so dumb. It was genuinely like really dumb. But like, I have personal gripes with that, but I get it too. Like, I generally do get it. I'm sorry you have to experience that too. It's just like that freaking some teachers are just very dense. I got gifted a sub to someone and they got some crazy emotes. What are the emotes, Hades? The ones I stated are the world ones. Okay, got you. I was just about to go on a tangent about CTUK. Oh, not the bald emote. Stop it. US UK things. You know more than me. Okay. I didn't have to go to private school. However, things were happening to kids at the local public schools that I'm not allowed to elaborate on here. That's understandable. So my parents made sure I didn't go into public school system. I mean, I don't know specifically, obviously, like, no doxing, nothing like that. I'm not trying to ask for like any specific information, but like, at least over here, Lux, like, public schooling is terrible. Like, genuinely, the public school, at least in my general area, was really freaking bad. And like, just learning a bit more about that, some of like my parents did not want to be associated with any of that, and did not want didn't want us to be a part of that. So they did prioritize us going to like at least the better schools that we could generally go to. But like, the public schooling system over here is actually terrible. It's still terrible to this day. Like, I remember like I used to go to like a B school, and then when I went back to it, like after graduating from it, turned into like a D school, or like I think it was like a D or an F. Like, it was really bad, and just like all the things surrounding it's just terrible. Like, yeah, American education system, guys, it can vary quite a bit depending what state you go to, and it can even vary depending on like what a specific district or county you're in too. Like, it's terrible. It really is. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Wait, what's that? What the hell is that emote? Whoa! What that Riley twerk? What the hell is that? What am I looking at? What is that? What is that? What are these emotes? Oh my god! It reminds me of I think Myth had some down bad diabolical ones too, and you just got those from some other person. I went to CTUK back in August, but I was still terrible back then, so I kind of failed. Okay. Wait, CT? Are you talking about the Tetris stuff, Theo, or is that schooling? Just so you know, I literally followed just for that emote. Also, their vids are funny. Oh my god. Well, at least I got to take part in the Mega Tappers Relay. Oh no, I'm assuming that's for Tetris then. It was Alabama, the private school was in Georgia. I literally went to a private school in a different state. Jesus. Just so I didn't become a picture on a milk carton. Wow. That is genuinely horrible. Like, I didn't know it was that bad, Lux, but yeah, like, it is, like, some of those schools are like really bad, and like some of the things that happen surrounding it is just absolutely like disgusting. But I'm happy to hear that at least you didn't have to experience like some of the more of the public schools, any of that experience, and I'm happy that's nothing like overly bad or anything horrible like ended up happening like that as well. Like, that just genuinely sounds terrible. Private school, only school we we teach you. The revision you do on your own, no tuition. If you want one, go to somewhere else, private tuition. Okay. I would say schooling varies quite a bit from place to place. What the hell are those emotes as well? Is she dancing with a blue heart in her dance? I love this silly little doodle I did. What silly doodle did you work on, Mike? I mean, is it something that you can share within the stream as well? I would love to showcase that as well. Or unless it's not something like anything like too crazy. But if you want to showcase it, I'm more than fine with doing that as well. Trying to get this also showcased here. I followed Riley. Oh no. He came 8th in this year's Sam is currently UK record holder and CTUK runner-up. Nice. He came 8th in this year's World Championship. Damn. Went out to World Champion Alex T. That's not a heart. If it isn't the cool wig guy. Hey, Rolly! Welcome, welcome! And it's not a wig! It's not. We went over this yesterday. But, hello, Rolly. I hope you're doing well. I mean, at least you could be cool. How have you been doing, though? How's your day been going? We're getting a doodle redeem done, talking about how shitty the U.S. schooling system is, and getting all this shared in the mix. Also learning a bit of different languages as well. But yeah, welcome. I'm trying my best to get all this stuff done in a timely manner, but I do go on side tangents a little too much, guys. I do apologize for that, but I've just been really interested with some of the subjects that we have been talking about currently. But let me get to this also worked on right now. And yeah, that's basically it. I was gambling in Battle Cats. I want to cry. Gambling is your first mistake. I've heard some stories about the Orange County schooling here. Fucking wild. Yeah, like, oh my god. I can at least share this much, Lex. From one of like the schools I was near, there was like four or five people that got arrested like over different years for like drug related things, other like really bad things that I can't really share outside of that. But like there was like various teachers, counselors, other students just getting arrested for like really like messed up stuff. And like it was like from like one of the public schools nearby. It's terrible. Ladies is lurking. All good. Brother, you know Mega Man, right? Yes, I do know Mega Man. I actually played the OG ones, and I was a huge fan of, I'm calling it a huge fan is bad, but like when I was a kid, I really liked the DS series of Mega Man, but I don't remember specifically who, what you call it. It was like Mega Man Pegasus and something else like that too. It's the kid that kind of looks like this, like has like a little visor. Oh god, that visor's terrible, but like something like this, and like they have like little eyes, pretty happy. They had like a really weird hairstyle from the back. They kind of looked loosely like that. I don't remember fully who it was, but it was one of like the newer Mega Mans at the time. It wasn't like the classic one, but it was something like that. They had like a little pattern on the side that had like this little like gear symbol, but something else right there too. Also, funny enough, I did get gifted Mega Man from one of my friends for Christmas. I do appreciate that. If I do play it, I'm gonna struggle, because I remember playing like the OG ones back in the day. It looks like his dad's hair, so it's the only thing cool about him. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that one. I'm gonna just start some things and hope they work. Fair. Oh, wait, before I go, Ace is gonna help solve the RAM shortage in 2026. Yes, I did see a video related to that as well, Theo. For the RAM shortage and trying to like get that towards gamers, just because RAM sticks nowadays, like for 64 gigs, is costing like around $1,000 more than a freaking graphics card. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm just hopeful that Asus is able to get that production made and it doesn't get freaking like scalped by like AI facilities and stuff like that too. The schools near where I grew up had the same problems. It's terrible, Lux. Like, I guess it's more of like in like the southern side of the states. Maybe not so much. Maybe it's common like in other places too. But it feels like a lot of like southern areas, like the education system can be like really bad. But like I don't know too much, just because I haven't been in the north for a really long time. But like from what I've been told, education up north is generally better than education down here. But it varies. It generally does vary. I forgot to mention that I am going at 11 o'clock because my dad is at a gig and my mom is at work and my sister is going to bed early. So yeah, that's okay, Cordy. Don't sweat it. Thank you for letting me know, though. Thank you. Bro, want to get in an official Capcom art contest? I found this today. So apparently Capcom is hosting an art contest where you get to draw a boss design for the new Mega Man Duel Override game. Yes, funnily enough, Rolly, Vector did tell me about that like a couple days ago. I believe the link is in the server, but you're the second person to also mention that too. Are you gonna take a part in that, Rolly, or are you gonna be are you gonna try to like work on other things as well? Actually, do you work on art stuff, Rolly? I'm actually curious. Because I know some of you guys here do dabble quite a bit in art endeavors. It's just I don't know fully if everyone here likes doing art. I just try to dabble it from time to time. But yeah, I do know about that contest, and I think there's like there's some prompts that are given, and the designs that some people have already been submitted are insane. Like genuinely, like they look like they would fit in any Mega Man game as a whole. But it would be cool to like dabble my toes into the mix as well. I'm also gonna try to, if I have enough time, work on a dispatch art contest thing, because Storm sent me that as well. I think that could be pretty fun, but I don't know fully if I'll make it in time, just because January time will be loaded with a lot of how to explain it, a lot of commission work, so I may not get to those in a timely manner, unfortunately. I've sent it to you. Give context. It's just a random doodle I just want to do of Miri and Xian just dealing with her silly little shenanigans in their animal form. Ooh, wait, let me see that as well. Sorry if I was a little delayed to that, BK, but let me see. Ooh, okay. So it's I like this. It's like a little very cute little interaction between Xian and Miri and Dynas, or Miri for short, having them kind of like show like affection with one another. That's really nice. I think that's pretty cute. I myself know that when we hopefully get Xian's design done next year, Mike will be fairly excited for that. I know a lot of different designs or artworks may come from it, but seeing this little doodle is very sweet, and I'm actually very like happy to see this little like interaction between the two, because I mean Miri and Xian are lovers, so it only makes sense for them to have signs of compassion. But thank you for sharing this as well, Mike, and I am so sorry if I was very delayed with that as well, but thank you. You should have seen his reaction to, but I'm not reading that one. I'm not reading that one. I still haven't seen it yet. Show me. No! Anyone watch the Astro Boy film? Which one, Spacebuns? Like the, there was like several reboots, if I'm not mistaken, for Astro Boy, I believe. But I did see like, oh god, I don't remember specifically what year it was. Maybe it was like 2010-ish era, like around there, like early 2000s. I did see that movie a long time ago. Don't remember anything from it, not really. But Astro Boy's design is always iconic. Wasn't it like the original anime, or like Astro Boy was one of like the first, like the godfathers of anime as a whole, or like early Japanese cartoons? Take it easy, Cordy. Take it easy. Let's see. Respectfully, Alabama and Georgia aren't the North. No, wait, I know that. Yeah, I know Alabama and Georgia are within the South. I wasn't referring to that. I was, I guess, talking more towards like New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, places like that. I wasn't specifically mentioning Alabama or Georgia at all. I know Alabama and Georgia are in the South. I guess I was specifically stating like actual northern states upwards. I was not relating to that in any way. I'm sorry if I may have explained that the wrong way though, Lux. I do apologize for that. Hillian taking part. Plus, I'm a guy that likes to feel the thrill of deadlines. Let's go! The contest deadline is January 1st, so I'm brimming with ideas. Also, I'm a mech pixel artist. Are you actually, really? Well, not exactly an artist. I wouldn't call myself that. Generally, though, Rolly, I guess if you are like a mech pixel artist or anything like that, feel free to send like a snapshot or two of that within the Discord server. I'm not sure if you did join our server. I could be mistaken, because I know like 2 people joined. I think it was yesterday, the day before that. That related to I think one was Quest, but I'm not sure if you joined specifically. But if you ever want to showcase some of your pixel art, please do so. I am a pixel artist. I would say Strider does pixel art. Crochet's done pixel art in the past. Who else specifically? I know we had like another guy that joined for a little bit, and like their pixel art was insane. Like the quality of it was like super high as well. My brother. Oh god. It is almost done, the Dark Ritual, which I started at the beginning of the day. Excuse me, Space Buns? What? It's almost done the dark. Oh, okay, no, I got it. I know what it is. I know what it is. You are downloading something. That's what it is. You're not doing some dark ritual. You're just downloading something. I believe. I hope so. You better not be. It's like, wait, what are you talking about, Valis? I've been doing a dark ritual this whole time. Actually, like, no. Oh, ew, the far north. That's what I meant, Lux. I'm so sorry if I did confuse anyone in that regard. Because yeah, no, I do associate Alabama, Georgia, and stuff like that in the South. Absolutely. I just I may have stated it incorrectly, but I guess I was more referring to like New York and places like that. The far north. Do you not like the far north though, Lux? You just say ew. I mean, I guess, is it more of the cool climate or maybe other, like, bad experiences that you may not want to share too much? Definitely saving up these points for a doodle request. Original anime was Depression, Central, hard to watch. Original anime? For, like, a lot of the messages or, like, a lot of, like, the themes for that as well, Koopa? Because I could be wrong, but I thought Astro Boy was, like, one of the OGs. Like, one of, like, the first, like, very first animes to ever air. But maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was something else, too. Because I don't know anime history like that. Despite being fairly a weeb. I can't even call myself a weeb now because I haven't really been watching any, like, other animes. Aside from, like, Gachiakuda, I think that's, like, the only one I've been trying to keep up with. Just because Eternity reminds me to watch it with her. So we watch it from time to time. But say saving these points for doodle requests though. What are you having in mind for the doodle request specifically, Koopa? I'd be curious to see what that could be and to maybe prepare for that in the future. Space Buns was scaring me in the past, trying to threaten me with drawing Chilog, but instead they made me draw the wonderful Seto. I mean, I wouldn't have minded drawing Chilog, but Seto, I definitely is more up my alley. I do feel I guess more in comfort drawing female characters. I've drawn a lot more female characters than male characters, or I guess like abstract characters in the past, but I don't mind drawing either or. It's just that I've always enjoy drawing more feminine characters as a whole. But I am very excited to see what potentially it could be. Let's see. I am quite the art I see. I put it in the art section. Oh, bets. I'm in the server. I saw the bunny girl. No! No! God damn it. Why did they see that? I'm glad you're like the silly nonsense doodle. I loved it. I very, very much loved it as well. I just, like I said, anything that is Slimeverse related, I'm always going to be a bit more in favor of. And just seeing all the world building, all the ideation that you've been working on in the past as well, Mike, has always been lovely. And I'm excited. I just need to, it makes me more and more, I guess not pressured, but like more and more urgent to draw like Shien and all of their glory, but hopefully we'll get that done in the future. Maybe, honestly, funny enough, I could draw that tomorrow if we don't get a doodle quest, or I could work on some emotes. I think my plan for tomorrow is to get like some emote designs drawn in, just because there's not really too much else that I want to tackle aside from like commissions, but commissions I'm going to save for when we do finish our actual piece for the video. Which, funny enough, I do think it's around the 10-ish minute mark. It may be a little bit longer, guys. But I tried my best to talk, like, decently fast. There's going to be some moments where maybe I'm not talking super, super fast. But if it is too fast for you guys, you can't slow it down or maybe speed it up. Because one thing that I did notice with my earlier video, I don't like talking about it too much because I don't want anybody to really know about it, is just how slow I talked. I don't even think I had a script with it. I think I was just like rambling with like nonsense in it as a whole. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I don't even want to show it. But if you ever are curious and you want to see like my first ever like actual long form video where I'm just yapping about my little slime self, it's there. It's somewhere. Well, dessert. I can't remember what it was about. Let's go. The Dark Ritual is the update for Scarlet. It is done. Inserts the Elmo in Hell or something meme. Elmo in Hell. The Dark Ritual is finished. It gets cold in the winter. There's a reason I moved farther south. Okay, that's fair then. I mean, I remember, I think that was, you and some other people here were talking about the Gregs with the cold weather, and, like, I did talk about, like, wanting to see snow, or experience it, because when I say see snow, some people are like, oh, you've already seen snow before, Valis, you're looking at it right now. When I'm showing a PNG of it, I meant, like, experience. I want to experience snow at least once in my life. Just once, that's all. And then, who knows, maybe I visit Japan in the snow time. It snows in Japan, right? Wait, please tell me it snows in Japan. I'm gonna sound very dumb if it doesn't. Does it snow in Japan? Yes, it snows heavily in many parts of Japan, especially the mountainous north and along the Sea of Japan coast. Okay, it does. All right. Thank you, Google. Thank you for answering my very dumb question. Yes, Astro Boy is one of the founding fathers. Thank you for letting me know about that as well, Mike. Because I remember I heard about that loosely in the past, like when I was watching like some documentary about anime way back when, but I didn't know specifically if it was Astro Boy, if it was something else. But I just knew Astro Boy was definitely during that much darker era of anime, just like how Koopa mentioned, like around the Great Depression time. Like, a lot of different entertainments did arise around there, too. Like, especially, I remember reading one of the animation books that was related to, like, the art of Disney and stuff like that, and how a lot of different, studios or animation studios, to stay afloat around that time, would make, like, recruitment animations, or animations relating to, like, the wars that were going on there. Like, they would have to, like, just make stuff like that to kind of, like, stay afloat. Because I know, I think the government would fund stuff like that, just for other people to watch too, and to, I guess, like, enlist them into their efforts. Oh god, the chaos. Closest emote I had. The closest emote you had as well, with all the chaos and space buns. Oh, because for the Elmo ritual, or the dark ritual, I wonder why is Mama so QL. Watch Gachi Akuda too. I was saying, watch Gachi Akuda's great. And also, speaking of great, Hollow's here as well. Yes, I'm putting you on the spot, Hollow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well also. It is very nice to see you. We're getting Jimmy Bob Johnson drawn into the mix. And how's your day been going? It's always good to see one of the amazing historians and talented artists within our community. But I hope you've been doing well. That's like a third stuff I drew. Some stuff are kind of adult themed. Oh no, you're good. You're okay, Rolly. I get what you mean in terms of some of the other stuff. But I mean, if you do ever, like I said before, if you did showcase any artworks while I am rambling nonsensically, I will be showcasing those during the art showcase. So stay tuned for that if that's something that you do want to see. We do always try to do them around 11:40-ish, just because I do them 20 minutes prior to 12, because usually around 12 for most days. I got to do other stuff outside of stream, so I try to cut the stream around that time. But if you do stay for that long, I will showcase the artworks. And if you do need to go earlier, Rolly, let me know, because I can just showcase those earlier on as well. Because I know some people can't like be here for the entire time, so I do try to change that up, or try to like just showcase certain artworks that people really, really want to see. Haven't thought of one yet. We'll keep brainstorming ideas. For the dual request, Koopa? I mean, if so, then by all means, there's no rush. I believe. I don't know how many points you have currently, Koopa, but I guess there is never a rush for any dual requests. Because I know Mike's been holding on to quite a few points as well in the past. So, I mean, I guess Mike is still holding on to points, but Mike has a lot of stuff, and they haven't really redeemed anything currently, just because there's like a lot of ideas that some of you may have for Little Doodle, and more power to you guys if you do want to like wait or hold on to that as well. Hey, no pressure. I'm just drawing silly ideas to like, would this be funny for an idea? They do. I think it'd be fitting though as well. It does. I just like drawing silly ideas. I was watching Gacha Good episode 12 before you started streaming. Nice! I'm not sure if I'm caught up fully. I think I watched episode 12, but I don't remember specifically which one that was. I did some progress in my uni project yesterday. Let's go! And today I have a D&D session. Even better. Last session we convinced a future villain to let us explore some ruins with him with a persuasion roll of 30. Jesus. Oh, so that is insane. And then you're gonna be doing that as well today to explore some ruins. I have an idea, but I'm just working on getting references for it. All good, Mike. All good, all good. I would say if you don't have everything fully collected for the reference work, then there's absolutely no rush. There's generally no rush. I was just saying, like, at least for the dual request stuff, since this will be our last one for now, or at least maybe the references will come tomorrow or sooner. I'm just gonna try to do other things in our backlog, so that being the emotes themselves. But also, Hollow, I hope this session goes well. I really do. Unless we decide that, hey, we now know the guy is dangerous. Maybe fucking not. Maybe they'll lead us into some form of trap or something else. Who knows? I mean, are they a powerful villain? I'm curious. I guess maybe you don't know what their capabilities are, but I'm excited. I'm excited to, if you do ever want to share more of those details into the mix, I would be always here to learn more about that. But let me get some more of these eyes also situated. Sorry that this line art's been taking a hot minute, but I'm trying my best to at least have it go in accordance to the half blue, half pink sides of Jimmy Bob Johnson. I really like these triangles, and that definitely is a big thanks to Hollow for having those triangular effects within their original character. We kind of just pushed that on to have like a nice little detail for the pink slimes as a whole. You don't need to have these triangular effects for your pink slime, but they definitely do add a lot of intrigue. I will say that. A small detail that Hollow did add into the mix that I very much appreciate, and I did notice that Moxie added into their character right here. Balance, have you watched Solo Leveling? I watched like the first 5-ish episodes, but I never got too ahead of that too, just because it was a show that I was trying to watch with my friends. We got up to a certain point and then we just stopped watching. I'm very much like, when it comes to animes or shows, I'm very much like an individual that's not gonna watch it on my own time type of individual, unless like my friends really want to watch a show, then I'll like watch it with them. But like outside of that, I'm usually just watching like some sort of like informative stuff, like maybe something about like a video game lore, or maybe some documentary about something, or like the King in Yellow, like all the videos from Tail Foundry that Mike sent a while ago, like stuff like that. I usually watch when I'm like drawing or doodling. I'm not really like watching a show, because for me, when I'm watching a show, I need to be like fully invested into it, whereas like a documentary, like a YouTube video like that, I can kind of like have it playing in the background while working on something, whether if it's like a video or whether if it's more drawn stuff as well. Possibly very powerful, generally working under the Fey Queen of Winter that we are trying to stop. Ooh. So then I would say if they're working under the Fey Queen of Winter, they probably are a bit powerful. What level is your party though? Like what level is everyone in your party, specifically Hollow? Because I guess if it's like the Fey Queen or something like that, even I guess being on a higher level, it probably would still be a struggle to fight someone under her. But I could see that being still problematic. I wonder what it's a villain now. It's working under them. Well, I guess what the Fae aren't necessarily good or evil, right? They're supposed to be associated with being generally chaotic or some form of chaos around them. But I guess since if it is your own like homebrew world, you can make any faction, any alignment either good or evil, right? You can make the goody two-shoe lawful knights the bad guys, or you can make like the really nice merchant that sells cabbages the big villain, or something else like that too. Like I guess it is just up to the DM's interpretation. I do like stuff like that when people do like swap expectations around. Like it was something that I liked within 7 Deadly Sins. I don't really like the anime now, but like in the very beginning of the first season, I thought it was kind of cool that the Holy Knights, I forgot what they were called, but like the Knight faction that's supposed to be just and righteous are the bad guys, and then all the characters that are associated with a sin were the good guys. I kind of like them like swapping the expectations for that, and I've always thought it was a bit interesting, just because it's just something that isn't normal for most media. So it doesn't even have that many episodes, like 12 episodes. I watched it. I mean, that's good. I will find a Grimer and name it after you, Valsos. Why a Grimer? Why a Grimer, Spacebud? Specifically, a Grimer? Maybe not even like a Goomy or a Goodra or something like that. You're gonna make me a Grimer? I do not even look like them. I'm not even close to I don't know what's happening over there. I'm not even gonna fully stretch that one out, but I don't look like Grimer in any way. I mean, I guess it's like very sludgy. Unless there's like a blue one. Is Shiny Grimer blue? Wait. Shiny... Let me see if I can find that. Shiny Grimer? Nope, it's green. Ugh! I mean, yeah, I guess it's even more sludge-like. Looks slimy. Also, I'm on Ultra Moon. I don't know if there's any of those there. Oh, for the other one? Okay. I mean, I guess if there's no other slimy individual, that's okay. I don't mind it at all then. I just know Grimer is a... it's crazy, but I don't mind that. The hail is bonita. Time to make Valis bonita. What? What are you talking about? Teal. Pick a color. Oh, wait, Mike pick teal. I'm not gonna shiny hunt for you. No. I was just curious. I was just curious as to what variation Grimer had as well. let me get to this also drawn out. Okay. I think that's fine. We can keep on working from this too. Since did you love the fight Meliodas vs Escanor? It was pain watching it. I did not. I watched up to season 2 Strider. Season 3 looked terrible, and then I just stopped watching ever since. I did not get that far at all. I don't even know where they ended on that stuff. I just got up to that season, and I was like, yeah. I saw like the white blood and stuff like that, and the really, really bad animation. I just said, yeah, this is not for me. This is not for me at all. But it is what it is. It's kind of like with Promised Neverland. I think some of you guys, I don't know if any of you watched that, but like the first season was a masterpiece, and then once we got to season 2, they skipped like 100 chapters in the span of 2 episodes, and I just could not. I just stopped watching after that. I don't know why, for some studios, like, you have this insanely well-received IP. Same with One Punch Man. I know, I don't know if anybody has been watching, like, the new season or stuff like that, but One Punch Man Seasons 1 was insanely good. It was such a good season. It was, like, it made, like, the series, like, so big. But Season 2 was kind of whatever, but it still had good animation. And then it was in, like, development hell for so many years. Like, I don't know why. I guess, like, different studios were fighting for the rights to use it, and I think that was what ended it up making it just fail, unfortunately, because the animation was terrible. I'm sure even if you haven't seen season 3 for One Punch Man, you probably have seen like the memes surrounding it, where it's like the really bad Garo just sliding down the hill, like the really poor animation for that too. But I will say, as a whole, One Punch Man season 3 is very bad. And the thing is, it's a big IP. It's a big IP. How are you not getting like a decent funding for that? I don't know. Meanwhile, like all these very like generic animes that nobody knows about is getting like the huge high quality treatment. It looks like a AAA like movie type of animation, but it just makes no sense. Generally doesn't. Oh, you didn't burn your eyes. I was just I after season 3 specifically, I could not. I stopped after that. Mine's name is Pinecone. Ooh. All Baneri is very cute and adorable. I named mine Coffee Bean. Only because of my Baneri. Oh. The Fitsumi pick a color. Brown as well. Okay. I hope season 3 gets remade to BH. We can have this being the actual season for real. This season is so bad. I absolutely despise it. I don't know if they'll do anything outside of that, Moxie. I just really hope that they can do more of that. Blue Slimes always have the arts they mastered in their eyes, right? Yes. So they have the arts medium, but you can always also be a little bit different with that, because I don't know which pupil designs. I should probably say that right now instead of just like mindlessly doing different pupils. But what were the pupil designs that you had in mind specifically, Moxie? Sorry, I've been going on too much of a side tangent. I do apologize for that. But which pupils did you want for the pink side and the blue side? Because that could help me out a little bit more too. Because actually, I could check the reference. I was gonna like subconsciously do like a pupil that's for like bugs, like maybe like a little insect is in the pupil, and like they're really into bug collecting, because bug collecting can be seen as an art form, or like I guess something that they're passionate about. You can make an argument for that as a whole. But let me see. I may not be seeing it too well. That may be on my end. Oh, I can kind of see it as well. Is it like a musical note? No, it may be something else as a whole. But let me see. Okay. Wow, 2 Zoras in a row. Wait, really? Holy crap. Lol, Garo, lol, it's Garo. Okay. Alright, but I'm dipping, gotta do the contest stuff. Good luck with that, Rolly! Good luck with that, and I hope to see more of the stuff that you do work on, too. Hopefully that goes well. And, yeah, we will be doing our showcase. I don't know if you'll be coming back at all, but, I can showcase the artwork now, too, if you really gotta lock in for the contest stuff. But take it easy, take it easy. If not, let's see. Oh, for the blue side, it's probably some kind of bug thing, yeah, and pink, whatever. Like preparing bugs for long-term display. Okay. I'm saying we can make it a specific type of bug as well. Is that an art? You can view it as an art, like collecting bugs and maybe like displaying them for different things, or like keeping them like in their own little enclosures, making sure the little enclosures are very nicely well kept and stuff like that too. Oh, you can showcase it, brother? Let's go. I hope it, good luck. I hope it goes well. I would say I hope so as well for Rolly. Let me get that going. Let me showcase this pixel art as well. Oh, damn. Honestly, you showed a lot of good ones. Wait, this is insane. Holy shit. Wait, look at this, guys. This is just some of Rolly's pixel art, and they don't say that they don't classify themselves as an artist when this stuff is insane. A lot of really cool Gundam stuff too. Holy shit. Hey, thank you so much for the follow as well. Oh wait, let me see if I say that correctly. I don't want to butcher it. Feeview. I don't know if I said that specifically, but if you have a certain way for me to say your name, please let me know. I don't want to butcher anyone's names at all, but thank you. And we didn't reach a goal with that as well. But yeah, this is Rolly's artwork, Gundam related, which is pretty freaking sick. I can't believe this looks really, really dope. Like, I didn't know, like, you did art like this specifically. And the thing is, like, how do I explain it? I know a lot of people here are a huge fan of mechs and stuff like that too. This is up so many people's alleys right now. I'm sure Zen and other people here are probably a big fan of that as well. Oh, Phoebe Wonder? Like the artist Stevie Wonder. Okay, so do you want me to call you Phoebe or Wonder or either the two or just a whole name? But thank you as well for following. Genuinely, I do appreciate that as well. And we're just showcasing Rolly's insane art that looks really freaking cool right now while working on a doodle redeem at the moment. But I hope you've been doing well, Phoebe. I hope I'm saying that correctly because it's like Stevie. But we're getting this going as well. Look at all this stuff. Holy shit. How the hell is Rolly saying they're not an artist when they're making a peak artwork like this? Like, even like how the water's rendered right here. Barbados, Lupus. This is so cool. Phoebe's fine. Okay. I will try to. I'm intentionally not trying to butcher any names. I swear. Phoebe, look at this. Don't look at those things. Do not listen to anything Lotus is saying. Please, no. This is so metal. It is. Look at how badass it is. Like, holy crap. And there's so many good ones too. Like, all this stuff is insane. You look at the POV too, like where one of the Gundams fighting another mech as well from the side. Like, it's also like insanely good composition as well. Like, holy crap. I'm excited to see what Rolly's gonna work on for the contest now too, because all this stuff is really cool. I'm a big fan of this one right here too, where one of the Gundams like just flying up in the background. Like, this is so nice. But thank you, Rolly, as well for showcasing more of this stuff. I'm excited to hopefully see other stuff that you work on in the future too. Genuinely deserves a lot of praise. Like, that is so fire. Like, holy crap. What else do we have going on? I got some paper and pencils for Xmas, so I figured I started learning to draw and joining the community. Nice! If you're interested in learning more about some art stuff, Phoebe, we don't really do a lot of it now, but we used to have like an assignment within our server that I would always throw out every week on Wednesdays. I may get back to doing that as well because I wanted to give like little incentives and rewards for people that did like actively do those assignments. But if that's something that interests you, feel free to join our little Slimeverse endeavors, and we would love to have you as well. Genuinely, we have a lot of incredible individuals in our community that are very helpful, love to collaborate with a bunch of different like things, and I think if that's something that excites you or interests you, then feel free to join. Fee, pick a color. Valis, I sent some doodle of you on DM. Don't show! Wait, what did you send me, Vanchika? What is, let's see, imagine it like this. I mean, I don't think my legs are not like that. I will say, Vinchik, I have shown myself in the past, but I will say specifically though, the drawing itself is really cool. The drawing itself is really, really nice. But my whole legs are just more stub-like. They do vary from time to time. Within some of my comic stuff in the past too, I've also showcase my legs within slippers and whatnot, but this is basically just my full body right here. I should post this in Slimeverse Official, but also if you go to one of the threads that has Slimeverse OCs, I believe it's called, you'll see my artwork there as well. I do have that also drawn or posted in that server specifically. Green. Ooh, Phoebe picking green. T-Way for helping with Valis fan arts. Oh god. Phoebe, look up the Hades Bridge incident. Don't listen, Phoebe, don't listen to Lotus, don't listen to Moxie. These two individuals are trying to plan my downfall for no good reason. Those are not my best times, the best moments for the slime versus a whole, or for whatever we were gaming and whatnot. But I will say there are some moments I'm not proud of, but there's a lot of good moments that we have collaborated on as well. Just on Google. No, don't Google it. Don't Google it. I swear. Phoebe, come on. I gotta show something else. What can I show? I can show, I've worked on some comic stuff in the past. Look, this is our thumbnail for the Slimeverse. I've worked on this with the community where me and a lot of wonderful members here have made their own OCs, and we made that as a big collaborative efforts. That's basically what the Slimeverse is, you know. We each have a bunch of different little Slimeverse characters here that just partake in a big grand journey full of mystery, action, romance, and stuff like that as well. Nothing else that's very slanderous in any other way. I have a little comic series that I'm working on too, where we have just a little recap of what's been going on in the past. Here's another full body of me and some little slippers, you know, something pretty cool. I'm not looking it up, don't worry. Oh, thank God. Okay, I can calm down now. I can take a breather then. Oh, thank goodness. It's much better to just leave that in the past as well. Oh God. But yeah, I guess I could talk about this too real quick. We have been working on just some comic stuff as well too, to loosely recap some of the events that have been going on with the Slimeverse. So that's something kind of fun that we also have going on too. I'm not going to talk too much because I feel like I always detail a lot of it to newcomers. But hopefully I am working on a video that will recap a lot of the Slimeverse general facts and lore. So that will be done hopefully by the end of this year. And stay tuned for that. Stay very, very tuned for that. But yes, I almost forgot to work on the pupils. Let me get that going. I'm so sorry, Moxie, I'm going on side tangents. I am so sorry. I tend to struggle with that as a whole. But let me get this going as well. Anyone want to name a drowsy melatonin? Ooh, and that's a good name too. Do it. It's Valis bullying his poor friends. Hades, you must see Valis' true side. Okay. When Hades kills me, it's W Hades. Hades is insanely cool for that. Whoa, Hades, you're so freaking Sigma Giga Chad for freaking killing Valis. Wow. But when I fight back, it's like, how could you do such a horrible thing, Valis? How could you do this to Hades? That poor AI. They didn't deserve such a thing. It's always like that. It's always the dynamic, and it makes no sense at all. And then we say W Valis. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep moving on with this with Moxie's amazing drawing. We'll do this right now. Whatever. So Zen's just bopping. Wait, no! But Zen added another one into the mix too. Also the shaking emotes. Get that out of here. Get that out of here right now. Hades is very cool and Valis big, but yep, see, it's just there. It's just there. You kept flash banging Hades, you monster. Nope, I'm not gonna get rage baited by Lotus yet again. If you watch the Resident Evil playthroughs, you clearly see that Hades is flashing me nonstop. But I will keep my mouth shut afterwards. Okay. This is done. What's next? We work on this other one right here. This one, I would say, Moxie, this one is just not like the canon portrayal of Jimmy Bob Johnson. It's just something I did a little just for like a creative outburst or whatnot. Just a little, maybe more of like a cartoony, a wacky, a variant as well. So I just felt like lining them up and like working on a little extra thing added into the mix. So hopefully it's something that is has interest as well. Gonna need to rest for a bit, have fun working on the doodle. Hollow, have fun with the session as well. I hope that goes really well, and if you want to share or showcase any of the things that happen, please feel free to let me know. But please get the rest you need as well, Hollow. And take it easy, take it easy. Don't hail SANI. See ya. Oh yeah. Oh, Phoebe's going out as well. Well, take it easy as well, Phoebe, if you are leaving. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. And don't hail SANI, that's another one. Yes. Oh, real quick, Phoebe, since you are leaving, if you see this freaking cat, do not go towards it. Do not pet it at all. Run, alert your crew member, and yeah, we'll leave it at that, because this cat is horrible. This cat is a disgusting being. Why is Moxie not trying to laugh? What happened? Okay, because I'm getting rage baited. I'm getting rage baited. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen. I'm just gonna work on this and keep on going. But here we go. Let's get more of this going on into the mix. Having that associated as well. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a thicker line weight for this one too. Just trying my best to get it going. Here we go. Alrighty. I'll say shout out to Phoebe and anyone else that has been tuning in or recently joining our Slimeverse endeavors. I know because Rolly, I think, was here yesterday or maybe the day before, and I did not know that they were like connected or they made like such crazy good freaking pixel art like that. Because like that Gundam stuff is insane, and calling themselves not an artist after that is absolutely it's just slander. It's like they're self-slandering themselves in that own accord. Hello everybody, the star is finally back home in my own room. I'm tired, I'm going to disturb Megatron in my dreams. Hey Starscream, welcome. Hello. I hope if you are going to bed soon, I hope you get the rest that you deserve as well. But yeah, hello. Anything? I guess I'm not gonna ask too many questions if you are gonna be resting soon. But I am curious as to what you have been working on. If you've been doing like any more like a pin stuff or any other arts and crafts as well. I'm trying to get some more of this. Disturb Megatron, he probably deserves it. Zen being the intrusive thoughts for Starscream right now. Disturb Megatron at this very moment. Oh my god. Let me get this going as well. Yeah, okay. Very thick line weight for this one. Trying to make that be a bit more fitting for this little more dynamic, comical type of style choice or stylistic choice. Here we go. Oops. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. No! I clicked the wrong thing. I didn't click undo. Let me close that window. There we go. Okay. Finish my Valis fan art. Let's see if I can post art. Uh-huh. The Valis fan art. Why? Why am I dreading this? Why am I oddly feeling a bit ominous for whatever is going to be shared? As we work more on Jimmy Bob Johnson. Let me see. Let me get this going. Okay. Here we go. More of this shall be worked on. I'm not good with wings. Funny enough, I think what Van Chico was the one talking about wings in the past. And be like, oh, how do you draw wings? I don't know. Because whenever I do draw like any other like appendages for that I'm not like too familiar with, whether it's for like animals and stuff like that, it's like a jaw for like a wolf or like a beak for a bird, I will generally do some brief researching before I really tackle an actual like official work. It's probably the same that I would have done with these wings in the past, but at least for now, since it's supposed to be a bit more chill, a bit more like not comedic, but like cartoonish. At least for this little variant, I'm not like gonna try to go super in depth with it, but I feel like the overall groove and the nature and like how Moxie did draw theirs in the past, it basically was pretty freaking cool to the point where I didn't need to do any crazy research as well. Oh, thank you, Zen. Apparently, I'm a nuisance to him, but the dates we had says the opposite. Wings. I try to use references from Swans. I don't know why. Yes, I would say wings. Using references just helps, and not just with wings, but just with a lot of things in general. If you are trying to get better at a certain appendage, or you don't draw that normally, obviously, if like you're somebody that just draws birds all the time, or draws like certain animals all the time, then you don't really need to look at references just because you have like a good visual library of that. But for me, since I don't really draw these like 24/7, I do need to look at different references from time to time. As we get more of this drawn in, getting that going. Wings are really tough to 3D model. I would imagine so, Koopa. Like, anything that, at least, I mean, not anything, but like, wings, even for like drawing like 2D is tricky. I can only imagine how hard that is on a 3D plane, or like on a 3D sense. How have you? I'm actually curious though, Koopa. Have you have you like modeled any wings before in the past? Is that part of your model? I don't think I've seen wings on your model, but I'm not sure if you've like incorporated like maybe a bird in your like starting soon screen and stuff like that. Maybe everything is hard to model. I mean, is everything hard to model? Like, what if we were just making like a simple cube? How hard is it to model like Kirby? You know, like how hard could that be? I mean, honestly, for someone like me, anything will be hard to model, but I'm sure the very talented Koopa could make something like that happen in a relatively short amount of time. If it takes forever to post, I must be a lot, you know. Eat your heart out, Valis. I love you best, buddy, Unc Baldy. Okay, I will see what it is. If it's something downright diabolical, Lotus, you know damn well I'm not sharing it. I'm dreading what it could be, but I'll keep on working on this till the time being. You know what's not hard to model? A line. I was saying, like, there's some things that I'm sure Koopa could crank out in, like, less than a minute, like in 10 seconds or something, like that Koopa could do pretty easily. I tried adding wings to my model, was gonna be angel wings, but they never came out right. Damn. What was it? I mean, I guess even if I asked, like, what was it that you were, like, struggling with specifically, I probably won't get it, just because I haven't, like, dabbled in 3D assets too much, and by too much, like, not really at all. But I am curious as to why it was specifically, like, what it was that you were, like, struggling with for the 3D sense. Like, if it was like, oh, like trying to clip all the feathers or model all of them, or like making like the bone structure, like modeling or like rigging the skeleton or something else like that. I am just curious for that. As we get this fist also drawn into the mix, let's go with that as well. Trying my best. I am really bad with fingers, but I mean, fingers are hard as a whole. Some people can draw hands like it's nothing. More power to you. It just makes me want to like learn how to draw hands more. Because I know, at least when it comes to anatomy, there's some features that people will tend to forget, and especially with a lot of like portrait artists or people that draw like a lot of half-body shots, they tend to like not really draw too many legs and whatnot, which is fair, just because you're not really spending most of your time drawing those. So then whenever you draw like a full-body drawing, that may be a bit of a struggle. But I know for me, I had like a phase where I was very, very much just into drawing half bodies all the time. Like I would draw tokens and whatnot, and I would never really draw full bodies. So every time I went to like lag anatomy, it would just always come out very weird. Fortunately enough though, like breaking down like legs in a simpler term isn't too hard for the most case. It's not like fingers and whatnot that you have to always like kind of try to make them make some form of sense. But something like legs is very, very tricky. Well, not tricky, but not as tricky. But it is something that people do overlook from time to time. The textures of feathers mostly. Ooh, so it was the texturing part that was messing you up though, Koopa? Would you ever tackle that again in the future? Like making more of like another feathered model, or maybe just trying to do like wings by themselves in their own right? Because I'm curious as to learning a bit more about that struggle, or like learning more about the process for some 3D modeling. It's more of these knuckles drawn in as well. The shape-wise, I think I got it right, but the feather texture was so tough to make it look natural without seams. Ooh! So the texture was the texture was so tough to make it look natural. I guess was there maybe any way you could have made it stylistically simple for the texturing portion? Because maybe you could have like broke it down and made it much more simpler to where it kind of looked like feathers still, but didn't have like a lot of like really complex textures added into the mix. I don't know. I feel like that is something that I'm a bit curious about. Okay. Get more of these different sleeves drawn into. Having that going. I think one thing that I would love to tackle at some point is definitely 3D modeling. Because like I said before, doing a 3D, a low poly model would be so sick. Having that there. Okay. I think, well, the line weight is fluctuating a little too much. Let me see if I can get it to being a bit broader into the mix. Very, very thick lines as well. There we go. Nice. Maybe if I 3D model a bird for that cabin in the woods, I may want to 3D model an eagle flying about in the world. That'd be sick. If you draw like a 3D model of a bird, and then eventually an eagle, could be pretty cool. I feel like I need to see it. I feel like if you do work on that process, hopefully you do stream it, because if so, I will have to learn the struggles, or at least like the gripes with some different models, with some different features for when it comes to 3D assets. Let's have this going right there. I don't know how I feel about these knuckles. I think it's okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. More of the thickness for the legs as well. Alright, let me see how we can do that. A single gesture. it's okay. I think it's fine. I may tackle that when I get back in January. Will that be one of the first things you do, Koopa, or will it be something else? Because I know, I believe in the past, right, you said that you wanted to update more of your, like, your cabin and stuff around that. Are you going to be adding more of that over the year, or is that something that you're going to plan after you get, like, your marathon stuff going with Sonic, and you play stuff like Demon Souls and Dispatch? I hope, Dispatch, whenever you do manage to play that, I'm able to watch it as well, because I really, really want to see other people tackle that game as a whole. Dispatch has been so fun to watch. Okay, I think that's okay. Block more of that in. I probably should have made this a thicker line from the beginning, because now I'm going to probably struggle a little bit. That's okay. I think it's generally alright. Pluck that in right there. Let's see if we can follow the same gesture that we had before. Oh no, this is an awkward angle for me. Let me change it a little bit. Hello, what are you drawing today? Hey, Vector! Welcome, welcome! I hope you're doing well. I am working on Jimmy Bob Johnson. Trying to get this line a little bit thicker at the moment. It's taking me a quick second, but I hope you've been doing well. We have this drawing right here, courtesy of Moxie, one of their OCs for the Slimeverse. Half pink slime, half blue slime. Jimmy Bob and Bob Johnson. But, yeah, we basically have been drawing them for today. I'm going to try to get this done today and then work on more video stuff. But, anything new or exciting going on your end? Have you been at least chilling or playing any games, drawing anything specifically? I hope you're doing well, and I hope work hasn't been too stressful for you. I do want to do more dev streams, whether developing in Blender or to continue development on the VTubing engine. Fair enough. Very, very fair enough. Because I feel like stuff like that could be fairly chill and therapeutic to also listen to, while you do just work more and stuff like that as well. But I mean, also, like, the game streams are pretty chill also, especially with the glorious voice acting at hand. That will be probably needed in some of our Slimeverse stuff sooner than later, at least once we get to the actual comic work. Okay, I think that's fine. Getting more of this going. Oh, funny enough, Factor, well, somebody, I think it was Rolly, mentioned the Mega Man contest and how they're dipping their toes into the mix for that as well. So that's pretty cool to see. And they showcase some of their pixel art, and it's insane. And they had the audacity to say that they're not an artist or at all when they showcase some, like, genuinely peak Gundam art. Like, it was so good. There's a lot of you guys within the community are Gundam fans or just mech fans in general, and it's really cool to see that too, because I just didn't know there was so many of you guys that generally were enamored by the series or just by, I guess, the type of characters. Or I don't know how you say it specifically, but I guess the genre, maybe? Battery's dying quick, I need to go now. Take it easy, Starscream! Farewell, farewell! And thank you for stopping by as always. Hopefully, you don't get into any more trouble with Megatron. But farewell, and have a wonderful rest of your day. As we get more of Jimmy Bob Johnson also worked on. Trying my best. Nothing new, been busy with the family stuff. Still doing the environments drawing. I mean, that's good though. That's still very, very good that you're working on the environmental stuff. But your family stuff, is it like New Year's and Christmas and all that mumbo jumbo that you gotta get ready with? Because I know, at least over here, God, New Year's and Christmas has been super hectic, especially since a lot of, like, food and different things have been needed to get prepped. So many different freaking individuals have ventured into our household and stuff like that, and I've been just trying to make everything work behind the scenes with Slimeverse stuff as well. I see. Rolex Cap's art is amazing. Yeah, Rolly's art factor is so freaking good. And they talked about it too. I was like, mentioned this, like, oh, like, Rolly was like, oh, did you know that Mega Man's having like a contest? Like, yeah, funny enough, Vector was the one that told me. And I guess Rolly's going to be dipping their toes into the mix. I definitely would have loved to have worked on that too, just because I think it would have been pretty fun. But, like, I generally don't have enough time. I want to do the dispatch contest as well, because I could definitely make like a fun little poster or like a fun little cover art with the template that Storm did send me. I think that would be really exciting, but I don't know if I have enough time, because I have a very tight deadline for one of the commissions that is coming up, because it's for D&D. But outside of that, I do want to just tackle more of the backlog of comms that I've had worked on or need to work on in the past. God, picking colors right now is so hard. May I suggest Adobe Color Picker, BK? Or maybe not, maybe not. Is it for Apollo specifically, Mike, or which color palettes are you struggling with right now? I hate fucking Discord. Oh, is Discord not allowing you to share the images, Lotus? Dispatch will probably be the first stream I do want to get back. That's good, though. Considering Dispatch is something that you could easily crank out in a singular stream, Koopa. I don't know how I streamed for 10 hours that day. I generally don't. I think I just wanted to, like, be done with my playthrough, and I was genuinely enjoying it as well. But that will not be the norm. I promise you that. It will not be the norm. But hopefully, we will have a longer streams later on. It's for Apollo? Yes, got you. So then, what colors specifically are you struggling with for the clothes? Because you have like the nice golden markings and the very nice blue tone of the ooze skin. I'm assuming it's clothes, or maybe it's something else. I don't have enough time to do it. I decided to do the art fight challenge instead. Oh wait, can you real quick again, Vector? What was the art fight challenge? Because I remember we were talking about it before, but I don't remember the specifics for the art fight challenge. Let me see if I can also get this drawn into the mix. This is not the canon design for Jimmy Bob Johnson. At least this one is just a bit more cartoony. I wanted to like push the half and half design for this little cartoony one a bit more, just because I thought that'd be kind of like fun to do. So we have like the canon one on the right, and then we just have like more of like a funny, silly one on the left that I just thought would be a little charming as well. But let me see if I could also add more of these details into the mix and get that going. I'm kind of tempted to make this right side almost like a terrarium-like shoe that just has a bug in it. I think that could be kind of funny as well. Let me see if I can do that. Actually, yeah, I'll keep that blank, and then I'll block in like a little terrarium for like the top part of the shoe. I think that could be pretty funny. Trying to attempt to log in. It's not letting you log in, Lotus? That's strange. Hello, everybody. Hey, Dutch. Welcome, Dutch. I hope you're doing well. It's been a hot minute. We are working on Doodle Redeems at the very moment, getting Jimmy Bob Johnson drawn in, the courtesy of Moxie. And yeah, it's been going well. We're trying to get that video finished behind the scenes, outside of just the stream stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have you been up to anything interesting or exciting, Dutch? It is very simple. You either do a color palette or a prompt. I'll send you the screenshots. Got you, Vector. If you want to send... did you send it my way already? I think I got a message. Oh, it's from Mike. Ooh, the cleanup. Yo. Wait, so this is the cleanup version for Apollo. Damn, they're looking really good. Holy crap. I love how you drew out the shoes as well, in a more like Greek-ish type of tone and setting as well. Damn, this looks really cool. Seeing also the drapery and the folds in a much more cleaner sense. This is really nice. Still working on my map. That's too detailed. Oh, all good. I have his jewelry and certain mental parts or metal parts of him and shoes done. I'm just trying to figure out what colors will look good for the cloth areas of his clothes. Okay. I mean, I am curious, because there's so much you can do with them. You could always just play it safe and keep it fairly bright, like a bright white toga-esque tone to them, just to be like a full-on Greek. But if you want to change it up, I guess you can go on the color picker, or maybe other people here could maybe give some suggestions for that as well, and see maybe some different color schemes that would go well with their skin tone. I just know since Apollo has a fairly bright bluish skin to them, the markings are going to stick out quite much, and it's going to be like something that a lot of people will be looking at. So I don't know if you want a very busy or noisy color palette or color scheme for like the chest region or the clothes as a whole, because I think that will maybe fight for attention with the markings that you will have, just because they contrast quite a bit with the skin tone. But it's up to you. I'm just trying to give some loose 2 cents of what I'm thinking of right now. But genuinely, PK strikes again. And also Vector sent me something too. Arctic Fight 2025. Oh, so wait, this is what you sent as well. So how does it work? You either do a color palette or a prompt. I'll send you the screenshots. Okay, so you either do one of these or you do anything here. And so what did you pick specifically? Because you work on the environmental stuff. So all these prompts you can kind of choose: Arctic Fight, Countdown, Memory Lane, Shiver, Lullaby, Bundle Up, Cosmic, Vacation, Ice Caverns, Banquet. Damn, okay. Fleece, Blizzard, so many. I didn't even know Art Fight was doing stuff around this time. And then there's Spice Berry, Marzipan, Ice Fishing, Fireside, Winter Wolf. Oh wait, so do you combine the two? Is it that you pick a color palette and then you do a prompt with it? Or is it that you pick one or the other? Is that what it is? Well, I guess you said you do a color palette or a prompt, so I guess it's one or the other. I mean, that's cool. I just didn't know Artfight was doing stuff around this time. I guess it makes sense, since Artfight itself is pretty early, or like halfway in the year. So it would make sense for them to have like something else around the end of it too. Let me get these little details also drawn in. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's see. Who's that artwork? Yeah, I said it was Moxie's Do Redeem as well. Let's see. I have the jewelry. Oh, that's also made. Just so we're done of it. Environments. I picked Winter Wolf palette. You can do that if you want. You may incorporate and combine as many prompts as you like. Ooh, okay. So wait, is their website up right now, Vector? And people are posting this? Because I'm actually curious. I haven't been on Artfight in a hot minute. I may need to check that out. You shared the map. Thank you for sharing the map as well, Dutch. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Artfight. Oh no, I guess maybe the site isn't having it as well. Let me drink some water real quick, guys, as well. Let me get that going. Okay. I have his jewelry in certain metal parts of his shoes done. Just trying to figure out, yeah, the colors would look good for the cloth areas of his clothes. Yeah, the cloth areas. I'm curious as to which approach you can do. Because, like I said before, if you go for a very bright palette, or you go for like a color for the cloth that isn't like super saturated, then it may work out pretty well. At least I think it would, but at the same time, you may run into the risk of it blending in with the skin tones. So yeah, color theory is freaking wild, I swear. It's always a struggle for me too. But I think what helps me out is always just looking at references and seeing what looks good from the reference values and trying to incorporate seeing that like same type of a mentality or a color scheme that other people may approach. Because as a whole, for me, like just going in like pure colors without really like any planning, I would struggle greatly, like tremendously, like genuinely. Let's see. Shall I share what I have done of it? Oh yeah, I shared the map, but yeah, thank you for sharing the map as well, Dutch. I believe I saw that comment already. Yeah. But thank you as well for that too. Trying my best to get more of these details also colored in. It is 10:30, so we still have quite a bit of time to finish this up. I feel fairly confident that we'll get this done on stream, at least most of it, just because the line work is usually what takes the longest for me. Once I get to coloring's pretty chill or pretty laid back. So yeah, I'm not sure if Moxie wanted like a little plumage / fishtail, but we're adding that into this little cartoony mix as well. Also, thank you so much for the Hydrate Van Chica. Thank you. Drink that again. Get that going. There we go. Artist's greatest power is stealing ideas. I mean, stealing ideas is one thing, but like incorporating it and turning it into something that is uniquely your own is another. Because there's people that like take ideas from like other artworks or movies or shows and whatnot, and they'll just do it one-to-one, and basically that's just pretty taboo within the art community. But like it's fairly common for a lot of like big major works for people to take inspiration from other like famous movies and media. Like if you go to where is it, the creator for Dark Souls, right? A lot of the characters in Dark Souls, like the OG one, is just Miyazaki basically stating their love for Berserk and taking a lot of like the references from a lot of the different characters or environments from there as well. There's just even like the big traditional artists are very much well known for that too. It's just knowing how to take other ideas that interest you and melt that all into like your own interests. Because even like for a lot of my styles, early on, it was just me being a fan of like older cartoons, and even then I'm still trying to like find a way to make it a bit more interesting, because right now like I like the chibi look, but I definitely could push it a bit more too. Let's see. Once you finish your drawing, you can go to their Google form and attach the drawing with your Artfight ID. So once you finish, you can go to their Google form and attach the drawing with your Artfight ID. Wait, really? So wait, can we with I can go to their Google form? Is it on their website, Vector? If I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that prompt going, but I will. I am curious just for the future. Maybe if we have more time, maybe next year or the year after that. Let's see. Rolex is a Gundam head. I should show him my model kits collection. Obviously, if you want to show more of your Gundam stuff, please do so. I'm a Frankenstein of slow ideas, a stitched part of art making together to make my style. I mean, that's how every, or at least how most artists usually incorporate style. That's how it works. That's why when, how to explain? Whenever you're like learning arts and people are like, oh, like I want to be like in this style, I want to do like that style, whatnot, it's always important to learn the fundamentals because style follows after. But if you don't have like a good like founding understanding of like the art concepts, you're not really going to be able to incorporate much outside of just like having a basic understanding of like some form of fan art that you may work on before. Sent you their news page. Thank you, Vector. Let me see that as well. So, an arts gifting game. We find the challenge here. Oh, okay. So it was in the news specifically. Arctic fights as well. Oh, okay. So I have to go there. And then there's the Google form. Submitted to the Google form to form closes on Thursday, January 1st. Okay. That's cool. Oh man. I wish I didn't even know Artfight was doing this. Do they, like... do they announce this more? I know Artfight has like some big pages in the past, or like I think on they have like a TikTok or something else like that too. Because I remember when Artfight was brewing, I saw like a big announcement from them there. Did they have a similar announcement for this winter stuff? Because if they only showed this on the news page, I would have never known. Or if you never told me that, Vector, I would have never known. Let me see. Artorias was 100% based on Guts. Yeah, like, genuinely, a lot of, like, the big artists, and a lot of big creators do take inspiration from, like, media that they were passionate about, either growing up or just specific medias as well there, too. Like, it's a fairly common thing. Like, it's extremely tricky. Like, even, like, what was it, like, some Knight's designs, like, the lighting and stuff like that, too. Just being a fan of the series and incorporating that into your own. It's all about how you, twist or how you make your own, like, spin on things as well. I have a problem with the map. I feel that the middle's a little too empty. It could fit. I mean, literally, see art style, keep one part, one to do, and do that with loads of different things. That's how that's how I believe several artists do that as well. You were like, oh, I like how X person draws their eyes, so then you'll probably take that element and incorporate it into your own thing, right? Or it's like, oh, I like how X artist draws like arms or incorporates their style, or how X person like renders. And you just mix and match stuff until it becomes like a style that is your own. Like, pretty much, style is always something I don't really like talking about too much, just because a lot of people get very, like, overly prideful with it, where it's like, oh, this is my style. Like, I have incorporated this, and if you do anything in my style, then you're just, like, copying me, or you're, like, harping on me, when in reality, like, that person's style was probably derived from, like, so many other artists as well. It's just, it's something that I generally have gripes with when people, like, talk about stuff like that as well. They announce these type of events once or twice a year, I think. They do other mini games, if I remember. So they do other stuff outside of just Artfight as well. I just, like I said before, Vector, I didn't know. I genuinely did not know that there was the Arctic fight and even, I guess, other mini games as well. Because, like, the only one I've only ever heard of in the past has been Artfight, specifically. Or where, like, they themselves would announce it, or other artists within the art circle would talk about Artfight. But it is cool to know that they have other things as well. That isn't just the base events that everyone does prepare for in the year, and then gets heavily, I guess, what's the word? Burnt out from it. Let me get more of this also drawn into the mix. Okay. But thank you for showing that too. I may need to look at the announcements that Artfight makes, or if you hear about them in the future, Vector, send them my way too, because maybe I can prepare for that. Because Artfight genuinely is one of my favorite events in the year, probably even more than some actual holidays, just because I met a lot of really cool people from Artfight. You guys obviously included, Mike and Hollow, Vector. I know a lot of you guys came around during that time, and I was just very, very grateful for that. So, I don't know. I definitely do hold a special place in my heart for Artfight, and hopefully in the future we can be more incorporative with that. I think I said before I wanted to, like, dedicate a month for it, but depending on how the pacing goes for Slimeverse stuff, we may or may not be able to do it. I'll probably, at the worst case, do, like, some revenges here and there, and try to get that going into the mix. Let's have this curved in. How's that looking so far? I'm playing a little too zoomed in, so I need to also make sure I'm like tabbed out, or not tabbed out, but like zoomed out quite a bit. Especially because when I'm working on the line weights for this, I tend to get a bit lost with it because obviously you're not looking at the whole picture. Let me have that going. I'm trying to like vary the weights as well. Like, not trying to keep the entire outlining being like the same form of thickness. I want to have it where like some lines are a little thicker than others. But it is hard to mentally keep that in check. It's just sometimes when I am like autopiloting, I will forget about that quite a bit. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I sent you an idea of color. Ooh, thank you for that as well, Mike. Let me see what you got cooking on. Okay. Well, no, this works. Yeah, I have no gripes with this at all. It's much better than going for like a very bright color scheme because that would blend in with the outfit. But I do like the pseudo teal-ish, like a more greenish, lesser saturated blue color, right? Like, it's kind of like that, like a more darker cyan type of vibe. I think it fits well. I think it fits very, very well. And I am curious, Mickey, did you find that on Adobe, or did you just guesstimate that on your own, or did you ask other people? Because I think this fits perfectly well. I'm personally a big fan of that as well. And just seeing the gold markings and the other adornments looks really cool. But thank you. I think if you want to stick with this, I would greenlight that too. I'd be like, yeah, it looks pretty nice. But thank you. Oh, let me close that out. Oh, wait, did you have another one that you also showcased at the bottom? Let's see. I hate here the Skull update was 5 gigabytes and it took all the way. I am downloading a 6.21 and it's already at 4.7, much faster than the updates. Wait, really? I hate it here. Oh, is it because of the internet specifically? So we have to update it again, those space buns? That's so annoying. I wish the internet would be better over there too. Have you been, I'm curious though, Spacebuns, have you been disconnecting a lot like you used to? Because I could have sworn, I remember in the past we were talking about you getting like a different internet provider or something like that was going on. You estimated yourself. Ooh. So that was no color picker at all was needed into the mix. Nice. That's good at least. Consider on one account, so I use my other even though it's scuffed AF, but it's fan art now. You're welcome. I'm gonna go eat some hot salsa chips. Got you, Lotus, and thank you for sending it my way. I really hope it's nothing cursed. Fingers crossed it's nothing cursed, but we will be looking forward to that as well as we get more of these line works drawn in to the mix. But thank you. I must get some more of this also worked on too. Let me see how I'm gonna approach this. Block that into the mix. Get some more of this little tuxedo going. There we go. There we go. Not update again, and not the net. And net is up all day. I downloaded it at the same site too. I don't know why that is. Not update again. Oh, wait, that's a little confusing then. Not the net, but the net is up all day. I just wonder why it's so slow though, or at least because I know with some of the other updates you have been trying to download, it's like sometimes it takes forever, and then other times like you get it done much faster. It's so strange. Let me try to get this going. How many? Actually, I'm also curious, Spacebuns. How much memory do you have on your Thor? Because, like, how many games have you been able to download? I guess, like, a lot of, like, not mobile games, I guess, Nintendo games and older games are fairly small in their space. Like, they're, like, less than, like, under 7 gigs a lot of the times. But I am curious as to how many games you have downloaded so far. Because I know most of the ones you have are the Pokemon-related ones. I just didn't know if you were going to download other games outside of that as well. Meep lurking, got you. All good. Thank you for lurking, Meep. Thank you always for stopping by and supporting Little Arts endeavors as well. I'm excited to see what Meep may be working on in the future, too. Because I know they've been working on, or been looking at different sites, or different art sites for different stuff, too. It's kind of slow because there's a premium option where I'm downloading it. Oh, it's one of those! Ugh, that sucks. But I know exactly what you're referring to, because every time I have to download mods on, I think it's Curse Foundry or Curse Forge, there's a premium download speed, and there's a really shitty throttle download speed that you have to do. I'm assuming whichever like emulator site that you legally own the game for in real life that you're downloading right now has something similar to that too, where you have like a slower service. It's like, oh well, you can have very fast speeds that aren't throttled in any way if you just get this specific subscription. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Don't know what you mean, Valis. I hope it's nothing curse. I'm gonna say it again. I hope it's nothing curse. I really hope so. You are my master. Okay, I don't know why you're saying it like that. Because I was not created by you at all. It's kind of slow. Oh, yeah, to read that as well. I'm currently drawing one of my favorite characters from a show. Ooh. What show is that? Specifically me. I guess if you are lurking, I'm not going to ask too many questions. But I am curious as to what show it may be. From what I've seen, Nintendo's really good at optimization, specifically Monolith Soft. With the developers of Xenoblade, Monolith Soft, Koopa. I believe that's who made Xenoblade. I could be wrong, though. Monolith Soft. Yeah, yeah, I was correct. I believe so. End of year message is wrapping stuff up. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm right. I'm correct. Okay. Block that in. Sorry, guys. I'm going on side tangents like crazy. I need to keep working on this, too. Get all these little details colored in. Apollo is officially done now. Yes, let's go. That's huge. So, does that mean you're done with everything, Mickey? Because wasn't Apollo the last one you had to work on? Didn't you have everybody else also ideated? Is that like the big final finish moment? 3 PS2, 4 3DS, 2 a Nintendo DS, and gonna be 3 Switch games. Damn. What PS2 games did you get? Yes, let's go! Well then, if you are officially done, that's a huge congratulations, Mike. You deserve more than just this, but I'm gonna hit you with, where are they? I'm gonna hit you with Hades patented.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
There you go. I will say that much. And we can even show the finished variants right here. Apollo's gone so far. The progress from Apollo from the very beginning to where they are now is insane. And seeing this design is so good. I'm happy you picked the color palette for the cloth as well, because it does pair nicely with the very bright bluish tonality for their ooze skin. And the gold markings look so glorious. I'm so happy because how long have you been working on the ooze designs as a whole, Mike? It's been a really long time. Like, genuinely, like, from, like, the OG sketches to now, the progress has been insane. And I am very thankful for you for being so passionate about stuff like this. And it's even inspired me to work more on my own Slimeverse stuff as a whole. But genuinely, Mike, thank you for sharing this. And I'm excited for any other future doodles or endeavors that you may be working on as well. Let me get that back over here too. But thank you. Move that back there, and we will keep on moving right here. The Nintendo Switch remake of Xenoblade Chronicles X is actually smaller than the Wii U version. Wait, so they optimized it even more, Koopa? I mean, how do they do that? How hard is it to optimize something even more? I don't know in gaming terms or like in game development terms. I don't know if that's like a really hard thing to do. But the fact that I made a smaller file is insane. I have a total of 128 gigabytes on the base model and 66 gigabytes is used. Damn. Bunny Bells was created by me. I am not reading that one. I am not reading that one. Bratz Forever Diamonds for nostalgia. Crash Tag Team Racing and Jack X. Wait, Crash Tag Team Racing is huge. Bratz Forever Diamonds, I mean, I've never played that, but I'm assuming it's a good game, or at least I guess childhood nostalgia. But like, holy crap as well. Crash Tag Team Racing, I would love to play through again one day. You've been like loosely getting me a bit more tempted to like at least emulate the games that I've legally owned in the past. Specifically the last ones you said too. I wish they would remake some stuff like that. I think we mentioned it before. Koopa was there for like them making like a bank off of like a Sly Cooper series that's loosely based off of like the Sly's relatives, but like also bringing back some of those games would be so nice. But it just sucks because I know a lot of those big developers would be like, oh, this isn't profitable. We wouldn't be able to make enough money off of this. Like, yeah, like we'd go even or whatnot because of the fans, but it wouldn't be anything too profitable off of. Similar to like how what happened with Crash 4 why they stopped making Crash games. It did well, but not well enough for them to just keep milking and monetizing, and that just it upsets me greatly. It's goofy little drawing in the top right corner. It's my goofy little drawing in the top right corner. Oh, for the other thing? Or for something else? Little guy in the top right corner. Oh, don't remind me, it's been so long. Oh, for the thing that you shared? Wait, did I miss something? Oh, the top right corner? Oh, is it this one on the right that you drew? Oh, over here? Was this Lotus's drawing, specifically? I mean, it does look like Lotus's style. Oh, am I referring to something else? Let me move this back over here. Let's get that going. Let me move this right down there as well. And again, a huge shout out to Lotus for helping me come up with the outfits. Massive shout out to Lotus for being very helpful with Apollo's design. That's good. With the outfit specifically. I mean, the outfit looks great. And if Lotus did play a huge part in that, then yeah, massive shout out does go to Lotus for that. I mean, yeah, because altogether, it looks really elegant. And I'm excited to see more of that for the comic series once we do get to chapter 1. Let me add more of this. You know a fun game, Dutch? What's the game? I DM you a site, and then if you want to, Spaceman, you can send it my way. Because I've been wanting to play it. Is it like an official, like, good site that I won't get any viruses for, Spaceman? Because if so, I may not click it. But if it is like one of like the more well-known like emulator sites, then I will check it out. Let me see. Oh, it's just me saying, don't remind me, I've been working on these guys for so long. Don't remind me, it's been taking forever. I mean, that's just the way, if you're passionate about a series and you really like characters, you know, you're gonna spend quite a bit, or quite some time. At least when it's a D&D character that I'm working on in the past too, and I'm really much a big fan of them, it will usually take me like at least a month. I know, like I said before, my longest character took me like 3 months to make, which I wasn't too proud of, considering my most well-received character nowadays is freaking Angela. And Angela was just a character I made in 2 days. It wasn't even a character that I spent freaking forever working on. So I have gripes with that. But also at the same time, maybe that just means if I'm making a D&D character, I should be much more loose with it, and I shouldn't really spend forever on it. But Angela legit was just very quick planning that I did not spend a long time of, just because I couldn't afford to. I had to do very quick silhouette design or like shape language in a very short amount of time just to get this all like drawn out as well. But yeah, I mean, maybe I just need to do that more in the future. Don't worry, I mean, it is safe. Okay, so thank you for... Oh, did you send in my way, Space Buns? Let me see. Oh, more messages. Wait, did I get more messages? I thought I did. Oh, no, never mind. The freaking Ooze family is done of Mika's. Mika's Ooze family is finally complete after how long? But I mean, it's good though, and it's at least it's before we had time to work on the comic too. You know, because I wasn't gonna be working on the comic just yet. My goal is to start around February. Hopefully that does happen, but we shall see. We shall see. Gonna help Mika. It was really fun. I enjoy helping with Apollo's outfits. Let's go. Let me see. Yep, they legit optimized it more. Well, optimization is simple if rules are followed. Low texture sizes for unimportant assets. Rule of twos for texture sizes. Character model poly count limits. Poly count limit for unimportant assets. So many different like things that went into it to make it even smaller, more optimized. I mean, I don't know like the art or like the science of that comes into optimization, but it's cool to see other people do appreciate that, and I would never even notice it if you didn't say anything, Koopa, that it was a smaller file size. Well, obviously one, because I haven't played the game, but two, like knowing about that more is just something that is very underappreciated in the gaming atmosphere. I feel like a lot of people don't tend to look at like optimization tips and tricks for stuff like that, and I hope in the future that this get more recognized, because remember how poorly optimized freaking Cyberpunk 2077 was? Right, like that was horribly optimized, and a lot of studios were just like, not a lot of studios, but a lot of studios were harping at CD Projekt Red for doing such a terrible job at that. And there's always stories, right? There's always stories like about a big AAA game that comes out and isn't well received because of how poorly optimized it may be, and it's just something that people need to take more into concern or more into account. And I guess optimization is also tricky whenever you are publishing on multiple platforms, because you got to make sure it runs well on not just like various PCs, but it also has to run well on like certain hardware for like older PlayStation consoles, older Xbox consoles, and stuff like that too. God, there was such a big drama though around that, just because Cyberpunk was such a hyped game for a while. Let's see, mine, I gave Mickey some references, which she might let me post, maybe. Ooh, okay. Meep's back. Welcome back, Meep. Welcome back, welcome back. Also, good morning, Perfect. It's good to see you guys. We are getting Jimmy Bob Johnson drawn in due time. I promise that much. We will have this done today. And yeah, we did our canon close to what Moxie ideated here on the right for a little variation there. And we did just a little cartoony, a little like wacky offshoot design. Nothing too crazy, but just something I wanted to draw there as well. But hopefully you guys have been doing well. Meep's back. And I hope Perfect's day's been going well also. Anything interesting or new to share as well, Perfect? Have you been playing anything or doing any interesting other like hobbies and passions and whatnot? Let's see. It's quite cinematic that I started with Apollo and then I finished him last. True! I would say with the start, and then you saved the best, or at least the most detailed character that has the most fleshing out to work on too. I want to ask, but do slime cores melt or disappear when a slime gets down to just the core? Do slime cores melt or disappear? They can dissipate, they can diminish, but depending where they are, a slime core can be preserved for quite a bit of time. Let me also block this in with this. Get that going. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, fellas, how did the Dispatch live ended? You were planning on posting it on YouTube. Oh, perfect. Dispatch, I believe I had the entire playthrough on my live. If you go to my channel, I do have Dispatch there if you want to see it. It was 10 hours. It was a whopping 10 hours, and oh boy, I very much love the game. It was a huge treat to go through, but like I am never doing, not never, but I am not doing another stream like that in a really long time. If you go right here, I have the same thumbnail for all my lives, but go to my main channel and you'll see I've waited too long for this Dispatch stream 18+. I have the entire 10-hour playthrough right there in one setting. I am gonna try to do like a highlights thing in the future and post that over to some other sister location channel that I know nothing about, Valdi's Maid Cafe. I will be doing the highlights for this, the highlights for Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6 in the future. So if you don't want to see the entire freaking 10-hour session there, you can very much, I'll have that all like cut up and edited later on too. When? I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I do highly recommend playing Dispatch at some point. If you guys haven't, it is peak. It is a peak game. I don't want to spoil anything too much because Koopa is here, and I want to see Koopa's playthrough of it as well whenever they do stream it. So yeah, I will say for now, it is a glorious game, and I am super thankful for getting the chance to play through that and having you guys watch it as well, like you guys being a part of there. Mika's uncle, mostly father figure, is done, aka Father Apollo. Yes, the father figure. You know what? I'll say it's the real father. Not obviously not the biological real father, but when I say real, I mean the father that was there for Mika when Mika needed someone the most to guide her through this horrific world. You know, that's who I consider the real father. Because we know how horrible Jim may be. So I would consider Apollo the true father at this point, especially with everything that's happened. I spent so long drawing a nose. Wait, did you, Meep? You spent so long drawing a nose? I struggle with noses. But something, I don't know what type of style you're going for, but something that helps me is making, like, using a triangular shape for the nose plane and kind of breaking the different planes down like that. Because then there you can kind of go a bit more into detail with making more different planes as well, like the bridge of the nose, trying to add like the little flaring of the nose, something right there. And then drawing more of like the eyes as well, the little eye sockets. Okay, I can't go too much detail with that, but hopefully you know what I mean. Like starting it off very simple. There's also one strategy that I saw from a Korean anatomy book a long time ago, where they would use several balls for the nose. Like use this type of strategy and then use a triangle. Because then the different planes of the nose for the front kind of have a fairly roundish texture to them that you can kind of use for shading purposes. But there's various ways to approach nose design. You can also go the anime way and just do a little line right here. Like, just do nothing super overly crazy. I love doing this as a kid too. I love just adding a little line and not worrying about the nose in any way, shape, or form. There's so many ways to approach a nose design, but it does vary from time to time. And that's just the art side. Code-wise, programmer must follow and properly use data structures and algorithms to avoid copy running slow. Wait, to avoid copy running slow? Is that like a saying within the gaming industry specifically? To avoid copy running slow? But what must follow and properly use data structures and algorithms. Obviously, there's so much that goes into it. There genuinely is. You can post those, I don't mind. Planning on playing Digimon Storytime Stranger today. Oh my god, I've been wanting to play that for so long. Perfect. Genuinely, I think that's on my wish list. I've been wanting to play that game for a while, especially when there was like a lot of drama surrounding Pokemon ZA specifically. Then I think Digimon came out around that same time. It was probably like around when that came out, and then a lot of people had gripes with ZA, and the same thing with World and Cross Worlds, where Mario Kart World wasn't getting like the best flack because it was just the inferior game. A lot of like the enthusiasts within the Mario Kart community did not like a lot of the changes that came from it. So when Cross Worlds came out, it basically just was more of a Mario Kart game than Mario Kart itself. People very much flocked to that, and around that time I saw a lot of Digimon stuff, and I was like, damn, it'd be really cool to play this at some point, because I did grow up with a lot of Digimon stuff, and I think I may have shared the fan art piece that I drew a long time ago with the Digimon Frontiers main character, because that was my favorite season. I didn't know that season was not widely liked, because I just thought it was the coolest thing ever as a kid, but I'll leave it at that as well. But hopefully, whenever you do play Digimon Storytime Stranger Perfect, it's a lot of fun. Because I've heard nothing but good things about it. Genuinely, I've only heard good things. I have one of the older Digimon Storytime games, or like not Storytime, but Cyber Sleuth, I believe is what you would call it. And that game is really, really fun. I just need to play it at some point. Storytime Stranger. Oh, Zin's just dancing. Nice. Okay, but I'm not shaking it. I am not shaking it. I promise. Audio-wise, I can tell you, music as MP3 formats should be fine, whereas sound effects are .wave or .wav. Can some slimes, especially indigo slimes, try to preserve their cores at all from other slimes? If a slime, like I said, this is fairly universal in terms of anatomy of a core, but when a core like dissipates or a slime dissipates, the core will wither mostly. Some slime cores do a better job of like preserving themselves than others. Like a red slime core is very much just crystal-like, so that would stand the test of time much better than like a green slime core, a blue slime core. Unless a blue slime core is crystallized, you will see it sipped in there. I think I showed you that drawing before, right? Like, I mean, I only have everything cut up, so I can't really show you everything that I have. But let me see if I could, is it in second batch, maybe? Let me see. Oh, yeah, right here. It's just cut up for the silhouettes, but you can kind of see it right here. This is a dead blue slime. They've been crystallized and they can't really do anything else, but the core there is basically stuck in time, or not stuck in time, but like frozen, like if it was like blocked in ice. So it is preserved right there. So you can technically find other ways to keep the core intact, but that is just one way of showing that, like, yeah, the cores, even when a slime dissipates or passes on, there are ways to kind of keep it intact still. But let me move that out as well. I watched a lot of the Dispatch live, just couldn't follow till the end. That's okay, perfect. Like I said, I do appreciate you and everyone else for stopping by for that. I just, myself, know the last couple episodes were taking a lot out of me, and I was just happy that we were able to get it all done in a sitting. I surprised myself, I'll tell you what, I surprised myself. I didn't even think I was gonna go for that long, because it was just me basically things like, okay guys, and some of you may have remembered it too, how I was talking about it in the past. We're probably gonna have like 2 or 3 sessions of Dispatch on stream. You know, we'll play it for a little bit today and then we'll go on tomorrow. And then I got to like episode 5 or 6, I was like, damn it, I want to keep playing, and it just got out of hand after that too, where I basically just stuck with it, or I kept going with the entire playthrough for the sitting. I was committed at that point. So It probably won't happen ever again unless I'm playing another story-based game that I really want to finish in a short amount of time. Well, short, it's not really the best way to put it because it was 10 hours, but you know, I hope you know what I mean. Like, if there's like another game that I'm really like messing with at the time being and I really just want to play it a bit more, I'll probably like extend the stream. That is if it's like a Wednesday or a Tuesday, because those days we don't really have to do too much afterwards. I keep forgetting to post my keychain. I want to see the keychain as well, me. Oh yeah, because you said it came in like a long time ago. Hoopa, greetings that as well. Nice. I keep forgetting to set the stuff. Thank you as well, Spaceman, for sending me the link too. Can I just say all these characters that I've seen so far are horrible fathers? Wait, are all these characters horrible fathers? Including not just Jim, but is it his character in Radio's campaign, Lotus? Are you referring to them as well? Insert meme Apollo waking up to seeing Mika in the hallway sitting in front of him and being like, I'm scared, can I sleep with you? Aww. And being like, I don't want to be sleeping on my own. I mean, Apollo's like, fine. I'm sure, like, at the very beginning, it's like a little weird or like a little awkward because Apollo just has no dad experience. But as time goes on, I'm sure Apollo just gets used to it and it does like a really good job at it as well. The new Inazuma 11 is also pretty great from what I heard. Is that the football/soccer game, Space Buns? Inazuma 11? Is that like an anime? Code, autocorrect, all good. Damn, Digimon Frontier is a good one. Part of my childhood, I'm really glad also that Brazilian dubbing is so good as it is because the way they bring the characters to life is incredible. Oh, so you are a fan of Frontiers as well? I mean, I could share it. I don't think it's in my art showcase on the right. I don't know why I don't have it on my showcase on the right. I always gotta sift through Twitter and my other social medias to find it. But I could showcase it really quickly. It was just a piece that I wanted to draw because I was in a really big Digimon phase for a little bit. And yeah, Frontiers is just my personal favorites. But for some reason, whenever I watch other people talk about it, they very much hate it, or they say it's one of like the weaker Digimon seasons, even though for me it was peak. It was peak for me, and it's still peak to this day. But this was a piece I drew, I forgot when. Well, actually, if I extend it a bit more, it should probably show. 2023 is when I drew this. So it was just a little drawing that I wanted to do because I just always thought they were so badass as a kid. I really liked their transformation scenes. Oh, I remember why I drew this. Okay, I remember specifically why I drew this is because I was making a D&D character at the time known as Talvo. Let me see if I can find them. I'm not sure if I have like the full art for them as a whole. I'm trying to see if I could showcase right here. Yes. I was drawing my D&D character Talvo, and they were for like a pseudo sci-fi-ish event campaign that we were working on, and they themselves have like a little device that they use in order to like transform into different heroes from the past, which is kind of like in the same-ish idea that Digimon Frontiers almost like pseudo has, and I basically just kind of like ripped that idea like very close one-to-one, where she would have like a little device to transform into other individuals. I may have them here. But like she would have like a different warping personality to them as well. Kind of like oh yeah, this was one of them. Rolur. This was like kind of like a Norse draconic individual that she would transform into. These were tokens I made a long time ago. And you can kind of see it's like a pseudo mixture of the two, because here you can kind of see like Talvo's earrings still being a part of Rolur's base design, because she's supposed to be like a big Norse draconic dragon slayer woman that has like lightning powers, and I'm a big fan of lightning powers. What can I say? I don't really want to talk about that too much, but hey, you kind of know a repeating trend with some of my characters. That's all I'll say. You can see a repeating trend with some of them. But let me move that out as well. Let me see. Code optimization is important as well. You gotta remember, back then, devs didn't have modern hardware. Imagine developing a game as beautiful and large as Shadow of the Colossus for a PS2. Like, the way that they found, like, loopholes for that 2 Koopa is absolutely insane, because outside of Colossus, remember, I think it was the president of Nintendo, like I think it was Iwata, before he passed away, and he worked on more like the Nintendo stuff for like the different games. He fixed the code around to add a whole nother region for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if not for him. So like different optimization tricks can like save so much space within a game, and it's crazy like how creative a lot of the earlier devs were with the limitations that they had, and like how incredible the games were back then too because of it. Like all the different workarounds they had to do too. Devs had to get creative with their assets. Oh yeah, absolutely. Great art piece, thank you, perfect. Thank you. Divs, I started watching Digimon and Digimon Tamers. It was one of the few cartoons that was displayed on open channels on TV back when I was a kid. Really? Because I remember for Digimon, for me, perfect, I had to go on, I think it was Jetix at the time. It was like one of like the more cable channels over here. But I think there was another channel that would air some of the earlier Digimon shows as well. Sorry if I haven't been drawing too much as well. I keep noticing that, and I keep struggling because of that. Let me keep working on this too. I wanted to know if you could put a slime core all by itself into something so it can be preserved, like how some people preserve things in liquid, like brains or eyeballs, for scientific studies. You can, but it wouldn't really be a liquid, or like it wouldn't be like water necessarily, just because the water would accelerate the dissipation process, because water is not good for slimes as a whole. But if there is like some more gelatinous like liquid or some like special liquid, I'm sure we could make something up where people would have that like in preserved within like a jar or like within some sort of case as well. Like that can very much be a thing. It's just that the core themselves would be like very like dimly lit. There wouldn't be a lot of energy to it to kind of show that it's no longer alive as well. I'll be scheduled as terrible fodder, Kata, and I had a talk with Andy, and even admitted to Andy that he was a terrible father, and said how he lost his kid a long time ago. Jesus. Let's see, so they admitted to that as well. What is like, I need to talk to Albie about that, because why is that a recurring trend? Because not only did they lose their father, yes, they lost their father. They lost their kid with Kata, but then they also like pseudo lost their kid with Mika. I actually don't remember. Actually, Mika, if you can't recall or if you can't tell me the specifics for how Mika ended up eventually not being with Jim, or maybe that all got reworked as a whole too, like with more backstory development. I would love to learn that as well. Because, like, why is that a recurring thing? I need to know. Also, thank you for the lurking, Miss Yuki. To clean up all the messes for Christmas. Oh, God, no. I can only imagine how messy it must be. Because over here, at least with our niece and stuff like that, it's been really tricky to keep everything clean. I can only imagine how hectic it must be over there, Miss Yuki. But got you. And thank you for stopping by as well. Always appreciate the wonderful Miss Yuki for tuning on into our little drawing endeavors as well. Let's get this going. Draw distance also made a difference. Artists would make up the 3 of the same models, 1 for up close to camera, 2 for mid-range, and 3 for far range, each a much lower poly count than the last, with textures sliced in half so that the hardware didn't have to render distance too much and just keep the referring focus on anything close to the camera. Ooh, so they had to make even separate models for that as well. Damn, I don't know, I'm not gonna say I like it more, but it feels like I said before, the hardware limitations that devs had means that they had to be so much more creative with a lot of the games, and a lot of the choices that they had to do for the games, and I just feel like it made a much more special game just because it felt like devs cared way more about it, just because of all the loop arounds and work, how do you say it? I guess it is just workarounds that they had to do for that too. But yeah, that's cool though. Great, oh yeah, I did read that too. I like how almost every Digimon season tends to try and do something different. Even the current season, Beat Breakers, is going with a very different approach with the series, and from what I've heard, it's been interesting. I will say this, perfect. There's like some new Digimon. I'm not sure if they're like within the new season or whatnot. I've seen them before, and I think they look really cool. And I don't know how to explain it too well. It's like a Cerberus-esque Digimon with one head. Or no, it's not a Cerberus. It's like a Hellhound Digimon. And I'm like, damn. As a lot of the newer Pokemon designs keep getting like kinda mid, at least with like some mega evolutions. They did fix it though with the DLC for ZA. But like it felt like a lot of like newer Pokemon designs felt like they were becoming like more wacky or more like less serious. It felt like a lot of Digimon designs still stayed kind of true to their like OG roots, where like some of them obviously like OG Digimon also had like some pretty silly designs where you had like a whole like bird parrot-esque Digimon, or you had like a Patamon that was just like a little like jelly bee with some wings. But it felt like even some of the newer Digimon designs have still stuck to like a lot of the older like design philosophies. Because it feels like with like the Hellhound, what I saw specifically, there was like a bird, what I saw specifically, that kind of had like a greenish flair to them. I don't remember their names. If I could find them, I would explain it better. But there were some newer ones that just looked really, really cool. I'll be just losing all his characters, kids. It's so bad. That's so freaking bad. Regarding the whole Pokemon ZA deal, I feel a bit conflicted, honestly, because XY was basically the first Pokemon game I actually played for real. Ooh. The others I just fooled around without understanding much of what was happening, so it sort of has a special place in my memory. I mean, that's fine, though, perfect. Like I said before, there's new age Pokemon fans, there's like, there's old age Pokemon fans, and everyone starts at a very different, I guess, place and whatnot. I, myself, have very strong views in the older stuff, because I played every single Pokemon game. Genuinely, I played every single Pokemon game to its entirety leading up to Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield I never beat, but I played every single other Pokemon game prior to that, and I played like the OG ones. Like I'm talking about like the original Game Boy ones, like Pokemon Gold and Silver, not just Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I played Red, I played Blue, I played Pokemon Yellow, I played like all those other ones back in the day, and I was just a huge fan of that entire series. I was a massive Pokemon nerd. I will say that. Even not to this day anymore, because I don't really care too much. I just have a bit of a passionate spot for that series. However, the way Game Freak seems to have handled some of the game's deal, as well as some of its qualities, does feel a bit weird. For how Game Freak's handling stuff now? Is Game Freak still working on Pokemon stuff? Because I know, like, one of the Game Freak games, what was it? Like, they're making a new game, and it looks really weird. It's not a Pokemon game entirely. It's just, like, a whole different thing. Also, hello, Jarl! Hello! I'm a red-blue Pokemon slime. Ooh. Oh, and hey, you, Pikachu. Oh, God, hey, you, Pikachu, I never played. I never played that one. I think what it was like, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu as well. And Pokemon Snap I played. I played Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Revolution. Oh my god, I forgot the one on the GameCube that had like the Dark Lugia. Holy crap, I played a lot of them. I was very much into that stuff as a kid. I really was. I had like my own OG Pokemon OCs that I made that were absolutely terrible. I had a lot. I had like several journals that I had like my own OC stories about Pokemon. My first ever original story was about Pokemon. Oh god, I was obsessed. I was very much obsessed. Clean up while everyone is opening up presents, because otherwise I'll be drained of my energy and having to clean up after everyone's drinks, tables, wrapping paper. I'm gonna say it's a nightmare. I'd imagine it's a freaking nightmare. There apparently is going to be a new Sonic movie to expand on the universe. Neat if true. Does Koopa know about that? Is that true, Koopa? There's going to be a new Sonic movie to expand on the universe? Is it like a live action one? I'm actually curious if that is true. Because if they are doing that, I would be pretty hyped to see that as well. I mean, the Sonic movies, like the ones that have come out, are already incredible. So if they are making something else to expand more on the universe, I would be really excited. We did with the wrapping of boxes, but the kitchen is bad after dinner because I was tired by that point. Damn. I mean, I could only imagine how hectic that must have been. I will, especially, and it's not over just for any of the households, Miss Yugi, because we also have New Year's, and I can only imagine how much more crazy it's going to be for New Year's time as well. Because over here, oh my god, we've had to like make so many like huge meals, not just for like our family, but like for our niece's other family as well, that we've been having them visit over, and it's there's been like so many different like cooking and preparation and stuff like that outside of that, and I can only imagine for New Year's we're gonna have something that's themed around a different big like kind of more like Latin inspired type of meal type of deal that we will be working on for that as well. And I can't wait. Oh boy, I cannot wait to also be cooking there. Oh god, nope, it's gonna be great. Oh god, I don't even want to think about it anymore. So short recap. Oh, Doc's recap it as well. I will likely end up looking for a way to play ZA eventually, but for now, Digimon Time Stranger and Monster Hunter Stories 3 felt like more worth investing money at the moment, especially since those two games have access to PC and aren't exclusive to Switch. That is true. Them Pokemon not like being exclusively only on Nintendo platforms does make it a lot harder to be more accessible. But also, did you get them on a good sale, Perfect? Did you buy those for during the winter sale? That's still going on right now, I believe. Also, is Monster Hunter Stories worth it? I've been playing Wilds, but I've never played any single Stories game at all. Is it genuinely worth playing? Has anybody else played the Monster Hunter Stories franchise? Because I've heard good things about it. I've just never given it a shot because I've never known if that was like something that's up my alley or whatnot. I do that too when no one's looking or when I'm not being an elf handing out presents. And honestly, if I was to buy a Switch, it would be the Switch 2. Same! If I were to buy a Switch, it would just be for like a select few games. Because I just don't know if it's worth getting it just for Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong game, or Mario Kart World. Just because Cross Worlds looks so much better than Mario Kart World. Pokemon ZA, like I said, there was a lot of controversy very much in the beginning, and it seems like they fixed a lot of like the personal gripes that I had personally. But well, we'll see. I know, like, no matter what, the trainer designs will always hit. That's something that's Pokemon will always be good with. In every freaking game, there will always be, like, iconic trainers that people are a huge fan of. Outside of that, I don't know. Some Pokemon hit, some Pokemon don't, and some Pokemon are just not even worth mentioning at all. But I hope you've been doing well, Jarl, also. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit behind on some comments. Hopefully you've been doing well, Jarl. If you've been up to anything interesting or exciting, I would love to learn that a bit more, too. I'm just trying my best to get... I'll say Jarl. I was about to say Jarl specifically, but I'm trying my best to get Jimmy Bob Johnson drawn in. Most of this line art is going to be done, and we will have this finished today. I am very, very confident, Moxie, this will be done today. Every other drawing has been finished within the span of a day, so hopefully we can keep the trend going, and then work more on the video, because holy crap, that 10-minute video, it feels like it's going to take me hours upon hours to actually finally finish and edit, but I'm okay with that, at least for now. I remember wanting Moon as a child, and one of my aunts went past the shop, and with the Moon advertisement, did they just completely disregard you when you said you wanted Moon? If so, that would have been evil. But like I said before, I don't even know. GameStop was legendary back then, too. I don't know how GameStop is now, because obviously they still exist, but it's become more of like a novelty shop, or like a shop where you kind of just have more than just games. But back then, every time you went to GameStop, it was genuinely like the most hype thing ever. Like, I had to, like, drive really, really far. Well, not me, but, like, my slime parents had to drive very, very far to get to a GameStop because we weren't near any close ones. But there was one spot over here that would have, like, 3 back-to-back-to-back. And we would be looking for a specific game. And that being, lo and behold, Pokemon Emerald. Because Pokemon Emerald, for some reason, I would always lose for no good freaking thought process behind it. I just always had it lost. Whether if it was somebody taking it from me because I was a dumb kid and I would trust other people to give me back my game, or whether if it was maybe like some big emergency would happen, whether if it was like some like big storm coming or something else, we had to like quickly pack and like move around and whatnot. But it was rough. It was, oh god, just trying to think about that, just giving me some memories. Let's just say, after a lot of things happened, an incident happened where a big rift opened and creatures came out near some Ooze tribes, especially with Paul and Jim's tribe, and Jim's lover, who is Mika's mother, was to notify a bunch of other violet slimes about it, and they were dispatched to go sort it out. Oh, wait! Okay, well, never mind. It's coming back together now. I know specifically what you are stating, or at least referring to, Mike, for some more of the origins, because I know we shared that in the past, or at least we did talk about it. And if it is that specific nightmarish, quote-unquote nightmarish scenario that you did talk about before, then at least now I'm recalling as well. Also, I gotta give credits to Sega and Team Sonic. Crossworld seems to run great, even on Switch. That's good. That's huge as well, because like we said before, optimization always gets undervalued for no good reason. Like, people never talk about how well optimized a game is. They just always will state how poorly optimized a game will be, specifically with like Cyberpunk and stuff like that too. So it being properly optimized, especially for it running on the Switch, is always good to hear. Sonic fans do be eating good lately. Finally, honestly, good for them. I mean, after so long, perfect, because for a while, like the Sonic Forces, Sonic Boom-ish era was terrible, like at least for the games, because I know the specific show was well received, and in terms of like the context for it, for the stuff that Koopa sends, has been well received, but for the games themselves were terrible for a long time. And you know what's funny? I saw some people talking about Sonic 06 and like heralding it as a good game, but like for the longest, if you were ever part of the Sonic community, everyone said Sonic 06 was like one of the worst games for a really, really long time. And it was just funny to see some people nowadays being like, oh yeah, one of my favorite Sonic games is like Sonic 06. It's like, wait, really? After however long it's been, where most people have always been saying it's like really, really terrible. Like, I think there was like some weird meme about it. It was like, don't talk about Sonic 06. We don't talk about Sonic 06, or something else like that too. But it's crazy how it's come full circle, because Sonic is very much on the rise, or has been on the rise for a long time, whereas with Mario, it feels like it's been getting like more and more kind of washed out in a way. Actually, despite the movie, I don't know if the movie's been good, because I never saw the Mario movie, but I know that one got received okay, I believe. I mean, they're making the Mario Galaxy movie, so obviously it did well enough for them to keep pushing another movie out. Oh, but I guess Mario's just so big of an IP to the point where even if it has like a big flop or whatnot, it's still so big to not really fail. It's too big to fail, I guess you could say. Kind of like Star Wars and Marvel in a way. Even though the Marvel movies are terrible, or like for a certain point the Marvel movies were really bad, and the Star Wars movies were really bad too, but the fandom was still like so loyal to the franchise that they still like pretty much they engage in other mediums related to those IPs, but not really like the mainstream big movie titles, I guess you could say. But it's still good to have good IPs though, or like have good like media surrounding it. It's true, Keanu has basically fallen in love with being Shadow, and they're wanting to do more with Shadow. Is that what the movie's gonna be based around, Koopa, though? Like, the next one expands more on the universe? Also, Nox, I am sorry if I'm a bit behind. Bill couldn't join, so we simply finished the Gwenna fight! Ooh, how did the Gwenna fight go, Nox? I do apologize, guys, if I do miss a comment or if I'm a little behind than normal, because I am trying to weave in drawing and talking at the same time, but I will try my best to respond to as much as possible. I just apologize if you guys are looking for a faster feedback loop. It's just for now, I am trying to get both of this going around, or at least going on at the same time. Getting this lovely butterfly bow tie also drawn in. I think this was a really good detail, courtesy of Moxie as well, for Jimmy Bob Johnson. Let me get to this also drawn in. Okay. I bought Time Stranger when it was on pre-sale. Still gonna get my hands on Monster Stories 2, but honestly, someone who played Monster Stories 2 and loved it, it's worth it. Okay. I need to look a bit more into the story series, because obviously if there's 3 installments, there is a pre-existing fan base that is a huge fan of it, so I may need to like learn, or maybe even play through it, because I played like a lot of like the older Monster Hunter games. I'm not great at them, especially with Wild. I'm getting my ass kicked by the Planetos, but whatever, we're not gonna talk about that too much. But as a whole, I do like Monster Hunter and the world around it, and I would love to learn a bit more, or at least engage more like the different media that there is within that too. And that's because I didn't even finish the whole game. I just finished the main plot. Ooh, okay. Leshy and his rats dealt 71 damage. Holy shit. And the rats knocked her over. Leshy rushed in and gave her a hug. His shadow expanded. The cursed rot hands drew close, but Leshy just glared, which stopped them in their tracks. He simply held her until his mother was ready to go. Jesus. Keanu loved the fan reaction to him as Shadow and loved that the fans loved him as Shadow. It's surprising to him that he was approached for the role. He even went to YouTube and see that Shadow was about, what Shadow's about, not what Shadow's about, and how he worked in the games. So he did actually a good job of like learning a bit more about the role. Kind of like, I think we're talking about that during like one of the Resident Evil playthroughs, Koopa, where we were talking about like good actors and bad actors, and how like The Rock has like some really dumb clause where it's like, oh, I think with like no killing, or like he can't ever be the bad guy in a movie, or his character can't die. But then like John Cena is like the exact opposite, where like he actively learns more about the role that he's within, and like obviously like as any good actor should, I feel like that's just only fitting. Whereas opposed to like also I think the Halo, I think it was like the director for like the Halo series never even played the games. Like that was just really baffling to me, or never read the books or played the games at all. And then people were wondering why the series was so wishy-washy, or people just didn't like it either. I believe, I forgot who was talking about that before. I think it was maybe Cobra or somebody else that was talking about the Helldiver series that is being made by the exact same person as the Halo creator, as the director for the Halo show, which is like, why? Why are we getting this guy? Because maybe they did well enough, or maybe they just obviously have connections with other big studios and whatnot, so they just get them instead of somebody that's actually passionate about the series, which is really dumb, though. Just working on some anime arts for a friend. Ooh, the hair is driving me crazy. I gave him such a 5 head. Wait, I need to see it, Jarl. If you want to send it my way, I would love to see it too. But if it is something you want to keep a bit more private, then I don't mind it. Because you're working on an anime art for a friend, though. Is it like fan art of a certain character, or is it like their own character, like an anime-esque style? Also, Morning Storm, I am a little bit behind on comments, but I do see it in OBS as well. I hope you're doing well. We're getting more of this stuff going. And, we are like 10-ish minutes away from doing the art showcase, but I hope you're doing well. We've been working on Jimmy Bob Johnson for the Doodle Routine today, and hopefully, I really hope Moxie likes what we've been cooking up. We have done more of like a crazier, wackier type of like offshoots right here on the left side, and then on the right side we went towards the more canon approach and the more canon design that we have right there too. And yeah, that's basically all we've been drawing right now, talking about the Sonic movie, game optimization, different IPs, stuff like that as well. You basically fight alongside your monster partners, plus another player or NPC and their monster partner. You can build both your monster team and your character as a fighter. Wait, okay. I didn't even know that's how that worked either. For Monster Hunter Stories, is it, okay, let me check and see, is every single one on Steam, or is it only like the second or third? Let me see, Monster Hunter Stories. Yeah, this used to be on the 3DS, I remember that too. So wait, there's Monster Hunter Stories. See that on Steam? Oh yeah, is this the base one? Correct me if I'm wrong though. Is this the entire mainline franchise? Because I could have sworn this was on a different IP or on a different console. So this is the first one, and then there's this Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Stories, and then Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. Okay. So there's only 2. Where's the third one? Is the third one not out yet, or is it over here? Monster Hunter Stories. Oh yeah, there it is. Damn, $70, Jesus. Holy. But the first and second one are cheap. Like, $10 for the first one and 15 for the second. That's actually really good. Damn, I didn't know the third one must have been the one that came out this year? Oh yeah, it came out this year. Damn. I may need to look a bit more into that too. But thank you as well for recommending that as well, Perfect. We will look more into the Monster Hunter Stories franchise, just because I've been really in the Monster Hunter mood recently. Let me get this blocked in as well. Here we go. What else? Drawing Buddy. I'm not reading that one. I'm moving on from that. I don't remember either. She said to talk to my bio dad or no. Oh, for the interaction for getting Moon? they were just like, oh yeah, talk to your dad about it, instead of like, being a good auntie and maybe picking up the game or maybe thinking about it just a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I guess DS games or 3DS games can be a bit expensive. I forgot how much they costed over here. I thought they were around 40 bucks. They may cost a bit more, but I could have sworn the 3DS games were around 40 bucks at the time. But I mean, obviously, even that's still like a fairly hefty price. But still, I mean, it's something that would have been nice. It's not like it's a Pokemon game, you know? You're not gonna like play it for a little bit and be done with it. Pokemon games take forever to beat. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking more so in the eyes of a very young individual that just wants to play a Pokemon game, you know, that just wants to dabble a bit into the mix. But whatever. I guess to each their own, and obviously there's probably various reasons surrounding that too. And with the creatures oozing out and wreaking havoc, good news though, the violet slimes were able to sort it out. Bad news, someone was snatched and pulled into the rift, making it even worse. Oh, Lux is streaming. Thank you for letting me know that as well, Strider. We will be doing Art Showcase soon, so if Lux is still probably streaming, maybe a raid there as well. And that's all I can say publicly for now. Oh, in terms of any pseudo-spoiler stuff, Sonic 06 is only good because Sonic Boom was significantly worse. Jesus. I honestly never really played Sonic 06 at all, Koopa, but I just remember people were going on huge tangents about that as well. Sonic Boom was the best game ever, bite me. That is... Oh, God. We don't talk Bruno, no, but for Sonic, it's my wedding. Dude, Bob Johnson looks great. Thank you, Lotus. I hope Moxie really likes the progress that we have been working on too. To be fair, I watched the Mario movie. It's good. Don't know about the sequel though. Haven't watched it yet. Is the sequel out? I thought it was still in development, but I'm very much out of the loop when it comes to a lot of the movies. I feel like Marvel Star Wars has the issue of like the scripted writing being too poorly done, and Star Wars had the problem of two different movie directors basically fighting amongst themselves. I can see that too. Like the cinematic universe for both of those series or franchises perfect was so bad for so long. I don't even know if there is newer Star Wars media that's good because I'm not too into with that community. But at least for Marvel, the comics were always still hitting even when the movies weren't. And at least with some of the newer movies, they're not like terrible. Like the Thunderbolts movie was still fairly good, and then Fantastic Four was like okay, like it wasn't bad. But I guess for Marvel standards, it was all right. Philly managed to download Arceus, and now Zaza is gone from the emulator. Wait, what? Why'd you lose ZA as well after downloading Arceus? Jason Griffith, original voice of Shadow, even said Keanu was the perfect cast choice, since just talking normally meant already sounds like Shadow. Keanu's just bass voice already sounded like Shadow's. Me is good. It's day off today. Ooh, wait, so no coffee, Storm, or what are you gonna be doing today? I'm struggling at drawing a rocky structure. How does one simply draw rocks? Drawing rocks, Vector? I don't have the best way to explain it, just because I feel like I'm not the best suited for drawing rocky structures or individuals, but I guess you could just always think of it as very blocky square textures, right? Like maybe something like this where you're drawing like a lot of like very rigid toads, or not toads, but rigid shapes with one another. Maybe getting stuff like that also blocked in. It's not really the best example because I tend to struggle with stuff like this too. But I think drawing like trying to think of it in like very separate planes and shapes. Let me see if I can find actually no, I'll do you better. Let me see if I can find a rock. let me just go to Google and then just real quick and see if I can process that. Almost typed rock right there. No, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Give me the freaking rock. There we go. Okay. I mean, this is okay of an example. Let me see if I can copy this image and paste it over, and then see if I can like move it to do like a little breakdown. Paste. Okay, boom. We have a rock, right? I guess you approach it the same way you do with everything. You break it down into planes. So if you're trying to draw a rock, or at least if I was trying to go about drawing a rock, I would break it down. So I see the planes here. I'm going to draw over them and basically see it like this, in the form of a very basic cube. Something like that. something with this basic shape. Okay, wait, okay, I'm struggling. So like that, and then boom, the basic planes are already figured out. It's a giant rectangle, lo and behold. So then you can take that shape and move it over to the right, and then add more details into the mix as well, right? You can just maybe start wedging in some different grooves and whatnot into the mix, right? Maybe making it a bit more of like a divot, and then using a little bit of your perspective knowledge, and then kind of like wedging that outwards towards the other side of the plane. Maybe wedging that a little bit more too. Getting that way there, blanking that down, right? So once you have the basic shape of a rock or the basic shape of anything, you basically can just add more details into it, and you'll loosely start getting the idea of what you want in mind. I don't think it's looking one-to-one like the rock, because I'm trying to like rush this and not really spend too much time. I didn't think I would do a rock study today, but you know, Vector brought a very good point, or a very good idea. But loosely, you can kind of see where we're getting at right here with more of the rock foundation, the more of the structure as well. But I mean, hopefully this makes some sense. It's probably not the best example, but it's loosely looking a bit more jagged, a bit more kind of in line with what we have here. You kind of see some of the other plane changes, like in this little area right here, right? Having it sort of like be a little divot with some of the contours, moving that more towards like this kind of shape. And then have like a little like structure as well. But I hope you can kind of see that kind of knowledge or that kind of thought process that I'm going with, and kind of translating that a bit over as well. Okay, that's as far as we're gonna get with the rock structure, at least for now. But it's not a rock, but it's something loosely similar to a rock. Basically, basic shapes, break it down, and then go into more detail from there. So yes, let me take that out from now. Undo the rock. Get the rock out of here. Is that there? Okay. We'll leave it at that. It is going to be close to 11:40, guys. We will probably just be wrapping it up for now in terms of the details, but we will get it done. We will be getting this, actually, well, okay, this is Space Buds one. We will be getting Jimmy Bob Johnson done today. I promise you that, Moxie. I really do. The third one is on open sale, I still believe. Okay. By the way, Velas, I read more Berserk last night. I love Guts and Puck. Oh yeah, the fairy! I would say Puck is goated. Puck is very, very much goated. 2BH, we weren't there for games, so I don't know if we had enough money for it, but I doubt we had that much. That's fair. Still coffee, but I won't be drawing today. What are you going to be working on today then, Storm? Or I guess not working on, but are you just going to be playing games and chilling? I'm so sorry that I went on a side tangent about The Rock. I personally like that infinite guy with a few bits added. He could be fantastic. That infinite guy with a few bits? Wait, who are you referring to? Don't get me wrong, the first 10 years phase of Marvel is good enough, even with some issues here and there, but like after that, it does seem to start falling short. At least after Endgame Perfect, it felt like a lot of the, what was it? The movies and the media started spreading way too thin, and a big issue with a lot of it was that, oh, I have to watch a whole freaking show and like 10 seasons of something just to get what's going on in the movies? No thanks. You know, it always boils down to stuff like that, and I think from what some of the directors were stating before, they were gonna have a lot of the movies going forward being their own standalone thing, or not needing you to like watch so much other material like on Netflix or other platforms to get that going as well. Aha! It's something to do with the prod keys. Now Z has 2 icons. Okay. Thank God I did not accidentally delete. Because if I actually deleted, that would have been terrible. Sorry, I had to walk my dog. You're good, Nox. And I'm sorry for being behind on the comments. I'm just trying to work a little bit more on Boxy's doodle request at the same time too, while we get to the 11:40 mark my time. But I mean, we are pretty close to there. But I will be getting this worked on a bit more too later on as well. Thank you for the explanation. I hope some of that sticked Vector. I'm sure if I actually had the time for it, and like I had like a little script prepared, I would be a little bit better with that. But yeah, just anything that is, I kind of go with that accord for anything that I'm struggling with. I always try to break everything down to like simplified forms, whether if it is something more spherical. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Zed. Thank you. Whether if it is something more spherical, something more triangular and whatnot, right? Like drawing something like this, or square. thinking about the world in this way and trying to like break it down in that sense helps me get better at art. So whenever I'm struggling to draw something that I'm not too used to, I'll just try to break it down as simplified as that. I think I've shown that in the past as well with I think about the same file for this. Whenever I was drawing like more of like these more anthropomorphic individuals, I would go and break down like the anatomy of a skull, like a canine skull, and try to find like the basic planes and different shapes for that too, and try to like do a better job with that. So it's always how I go about things. Let me drink some water really quickly. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, it is art showcase time. Let me get that going. Oh, jump scare from somebody else. Nobody saw that. No one saw that at all. Let's see. After Gwenna moved on, we were bombarded with Farron's memories of her, how they met, when they fall in love, and how Farron found her dead body in a pool of blood. Jesus. Oh wait, Perfect redeemed the posture check too. I'm so sorry that I didn't see that at the time being Perfect. Let me stand up real quickly. I didn't notice that at the same time. I may have been yapping too much. Stretch. Ooh, I must stretch as well. Okay. Alright, we're back down as well. 68 streak, nice, Space Buns. The 68 streak is insane. We're getting close to 70. The spores left behind formed a trail leading into the deepest depths of the forest, the hearts of the forest. Now we stood before the entrance of Gorthos Cave. End of session. Oh, that's where it ends? You stand before the entrance of Gorthos Cave? Is some godly devouring gonna happen in the next session? At least I hope so. For that one Sonic game where you can make your own OC. Isn't that Sonic Forces, Space Buns? I think that's Forces. Let me also move on towards the actual thing that we gotta showcase. Art stuff. Let's get that going into the mix, guys. Starting off very hot, very hot with Space Bun's lovely doodles. Let's get that going. Little sketch of my Leonidas, of my version of Leonidas, and my MCOC. Oh, is this for your Bakugan OC that we did have before? Wait, you drew their Bakugan as well? Of Leonidas. Isn't Leonidas sounds familiar? Isn't that one of their Bakugan? To draw a big rock, draw a smooth rock, break rock into smaller rocks, chip rock into small complex rocks, combine smaller complex rocks into big complex rock. I mean, yeah, I honestly, Storm, with how badly I explained my thought process on the rock, I think that's a way better explanation than I think I could say. I'm just really bad with on-the-cuff explanations. I think I just need to be a bit slower with it, or maybe something else, because I tend to struggle quite a bit in that sense. Instructions unclear. I became the Rock. Space Buns the Rock Johnson. I'm sure the Leshy drawing, everyone's mind blown by it. I'm happy to hear that as well, Nox. They really like the drawing too. I mean, that's good. I did take a good fair bit of time on that, and I'm just happy that you enjoyed it genuinely, though, Nox. You guys have been here for a hot minute, and I've always appreciated learning more of the stories and different, like, encounters and whatnot that's been going on, whether if it's D&D, whether if it's your own OC stuff, or it's comic stuff as a whole. I always do greatly appreciate learning more about that. Does it come with a Dwayne? Valos, can the chores be forcibly removed or surgically removed? Oh, the cores. Be forcibly removed or surgically removed? They can be. Yes, they can. And you basically are just killing a slime individual. It's like removing a heart from a human being. It's very much able to be removed. No, but I have a space texture. Oh, I have a space texture as a rock, which is neat. Okay. Jump scare from a snowman? Oh no, that's the one I couldn't remember. Did you watch episode 13, Gachikuda? I don't think I did. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Leonidas is the MC's Bakugan from the game. From what I know, he is only found in the Battle Brawlers games. I may not be remembering them too well then, Space Buns. For Leonidas, which Bakugan game was it though? Was it like one on the DS, on the Wii? Another platform as a whole? My rock became a golem and started attacking me! No! Instructions unclear. They love it. Yes! I'm happy that they do, though. Storm's just dancing. Instructions unclear. Made iron golem from Minecraft. And now it's time to work on the Pantheon stuff. Cough, cough, the children. Ooh. So after the ooh stuff has been finished, now it's more Pantheon stuff in the works. Also, I mean, I guess more of the Dreamscape stuff can also be showcased too. Ah! Jump scare from louder music that I wasn't ready for. Let me make that a little bit lower. Episode 3 is so messed up. I watched it. It's crazy. Damn. I may have not watched it, though. I do remember which episode we did leave off on. I may need to ask Eternity, because Eternity's the one that keeps track of that, too. Forwarded fan art. Was this in the fan art section or something else? I am not looking at that at all. I'm moving on from that. If you guys weren't here earlier, Rolly was talking about the Mega Man event and stuff surrounding that, and they also showcased some of their insanely good, high-quality pixel art that they've done in the past, and this stuff is just insane. Not just the quality of the Gundams, but the composition, the environment as a whole is elite. Like, look at this stuff. Like, even like the perspective, right? With this being more like an angular for like a top-down or like a down-up angle. See like the swords, see the different angles for different plane changes of the Gundams. Everything as a whole is super impressive, and it's so nice to see. Like even like the words being behind the mechs as well. Like everything is just genuinely premium. Since it's the end, I'll take my leave. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Vector, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a really wonderful day, and hopefully the rock studies aren't too hard. I hope I did some help with explaining it, but I always appreciate you for stopping by and updating us more on whether if it's like stuff for art fight, your own personal art endeavors as a whole, and yeah, just in general, I do enjoy having your company here, and take it easy as always. Battle Brawler, it had multiple versions on the DS, PS2, I believe, and 360. Battle Brawlers. Battle Brawlers. DS. Battle Brawlers DS. Because I feel like I might have played this. Actually, maybe, did I play this? I think I did. I just don't remember Leonidas for some reason. Yeah, because I remember having a Bakugan game that had a unique Bakugan in the mix, because I think I bought it from like Target a long time ago, and it had a pure white Bakugan that it was like the main antagonist in the first season. I don't remember their name. Let me see. Bakugan Battle Bros. DS. Bakugan? Did it come with it? Damn it! Where is it? Or maybe like the case. Maybe the case had it. DS case. Was it there? No, not again either. That's so. It might have been like a Target exclusive thing. Oh no, it's right here. I found it. It's right there. So it would come with this Bakugan right there, and I thought this was like the main antagonist of the show. I don't remember fully, but I thought it was, and it was so freaking cool. Obviously, little kid me didn't take great care of it, but to each their own. If I was much older, I probably would have had that much better taken care of, but like back then, that stuff was legendary. It's a Barbatos, the Gundam with feisty waist. Wait, which one? Barbados or Barbatos? Barbados, I think I said it right. Oh wait, are you a bit of a Gundam fan as well, Storm? I mean, I don't know too much about Gundam, so I don't know like a lot of the different types. But if this is a specific Gundam, or if you do know a bit more about it, I think that's pretty cool. Though I may need dragon details for you, because the third child is dragon-like. I bet from you. Okay, if you want to talk to me about that as well, BK, we can get that going as well. Screw up, Valis. What's wrong, Valis? I'm just gonna keep looking at this. But yeah, we have some really cool mechs that Rolly has like created in the past, or like has like drawn out in the pixel software that they have, and it is just sick. It is genuinely like really, really badass. I did showcase most of these earlier on as well, but it is just worth giving a little bit of stroll as well for like the end. I'll be going by. Farewell, perfect, and take it easy, take it easy. Sorry that I didn't do the posture check earlier either. I thought I may have not heard it, but I did stretch when you did redeem that too. But take it easy, perfect, and I hope to learn more about Monster Hunter Stories in the future. I guess I may get it since it is on sale. But we will be looking more towards this as well. I'm a Gundam Astray enjoyer. Is that like a specific Gundam series, Storm, or is that something else? That's a red frame. Oh, that's a red frame? For which one? This one? So you seem to know a lot about this then. Yeah, these are cool. I don't know how Rolly does it, but like their specific like process for drawing these is really, really impressive. Or like the quality of these is really impressive. I have a model kit of that, of a red frame, or from Gundam Astray. What's Gundam Astray, I wonder? I know there was like an anime series for it specifically that that tied to like some of the Gundams before. I think it was like the Mercury or something called like the Witch from Mercury, which I'm not sure if a lot of Gundam fans enjoyed. I saw like the first episode of it. I was kind of like about it, so I didn't really watch more afterwards because I think I was watching it with Lawsbot. But outside of that, I didn't really get to know too much. The third child does manage the guards and military part of the dreamscape. He takes it off his mom's hands. Ooh, so they're in charge of like the military forces. I need to eventually get to the draconic parts of Shien as well. So hopefully it can make it a lot easier for you to ID them as well. Take it easy, Vinchika. Farewell, farewell. Let's see if we can move on to Dutch sharing more of the progress of their map. Also, let's get that going. Oh, I can see this being a bit tricky too, especially with all the details that have been going into this, like the very, very small details that Dutch has been working on. Like, I can only imagine how long this would take too. And look at even like some of the hatching here too, like the very different directional ones. That's not easy to do, or I guess it's very time-consuming to do as well. I know with hatching, I always struggle with it just because I don't have the patience for it sometimes, so it'll come out really, really weird. And even when I do like I do work on it, it tends to be not as pretty as some of like the other professionals that are really, really good with hatching. The one with 2 swords. Oh, so this one right here. So you have a model that's based off of like this Gundam, or is this Gundam? The one with 2 swords. Unless you're talking about somebody else. No, nobody else really has 2 swords here. Well, I guess this one here has 2 swords, but I think you might have been referring to this one. Okay. Oh yeah, so it was this one. Okay. I mean, they look sick. Like I said, I mean, Gundams always look badass, but seeing more of this is just a huge, huge W from Broly. I'm excited to see what their entry is going to be for the Mega Man contest as well, because I know Vactor was interested in working on that, and I know Broly's going to be tackling that as well. Okay, that is the art section. When we have, oh, I closed the wrong tab. Not what I wanted to see. Let me move as well towards the Slimeverse references. Oh, Lotus is showcasing the specific drawings that they did for Apollo. Let me get that going over here too. BK said I could share these were alpha designs I helped BK with a while ago. I don't know if I'll color it, but I made the first Apollo in Little Goofy. Shout out to BK. Yes. So here we have the original Apollo design, or not a design, but the outfit designs that Lotus did take apart within, and they look really, really freaking nice. I would say, like, seeing both of these iterations and going with this one, I can definitely see a lot of the influence from the design that BK did share ultimately into this, and it is really, really cool. Also, apologies for a bunch of mentions in DM. It was just me pitting the arts. Oh, you're good, BK. Don't sweat it at all. Generally, don't sweat it. I don't mind if you guys have certain messages in mind that you need to get across, or have like either if it's reference stuff and whatnot. Believe me, I am very much used to it. I am completely used to it by now. Let me get to that going. Thank you, Lotus, for that as well. Let's check Not My Arts, and then we'll go to Fan Arts and see what's up. Oh, what is this? Redraw of an old Starlight Chibi arts. This reminds me of the... Oh god, I forgot who he was, but he was in the comic series for Sonic. I want this kind of plushie from Kuro SM. Starlight. Wait, so who is this? Is this for Sonic? I think it's Sonic as well, right? Platypus, Sonic the Hedgehog, yes. I could be wrong, but I remember there being like an antagonist in the Sonic comic series that is similar to this. I love how they turned out. Lotus always does a good job. I would say Lotus delivers with a lot of their design aspects as well. Rooting for the second Apollo outfits. Were you a fan of that as well? Let me share that as well. I am curious for some of the textures right here. What kind of textures were you going for the leg portion as well? Is that meant to be more of just like designs as like an M? Because like sometimes obviously that can be like an M design, but I didn't know if that was also meant to be like maybe like a more scale-esque type of more rugged pattern. I'm gonna go get lunch, maybe looking, I don't know. All good. Don't sweat it, don't sweat it. But I'm curious to see more about this, or at least kind of like the different tonality for some of the designs that you were working on. Very, very cool, as always. Okay. We saw the platypus as well, and I guess all that's left is fan arts. I really hope there's nothing diabolical in this. No, not really. At least I don't think so. Wait, this is actually kind of insane. Is this Lotus's first? I got a drawing tablet for Christmas. Yo! Okay, wait, never mind. Actually, this isn't bad at all. I was dreading for a second that Lotus was going to curse me with some very diabolical drawings, but no. The pants were meant to be battle armor or hunting armor for Apollo's second outfit design. Got you. Yo! Yeah! Look at this! This is awesome! Oh, so you got a drawing tablet for Christmas, but more importantly, like, aside from the drawings, congrats on getting a tablet. Who is this? Which Valis is this right here? Wait, well, this Valis got a lot of makeup on. Was it a pinkish Valis too? Very interesting. What else we got? All of them, or at least the tablet all about. Baldy! What? I was giving you praise for a second and now I see all these words! I believe that I can complete my whole doujin next week. Ooh! If you are able to finish all of it next week, then I'm excited to learn more of the progress, or at least the actual timestamps as a whole. I will say, Storm, how much more is left for the doujin? I hope I'm not butchering that statement as well. But how much left do you have to do? If you finish it next week, is it like the end of next week? Is it the beginning next week? I'm very curious. For some reason, my tablet wouldn't connect to Discord. I'll fix it later. Oh, so you couldn't like send it over to Discord? That sucks. I mean, if you are able to like import this as a PNG at all, I think that does make it a lot easier for you to do. But that's strange that it's not connected to Discord. But hey, very nice little drawings as a whole. We got multiple Valises in the mix. We have Baldy right over there, which I won't be acknowledging all that much. But hey, very, very nice. It says Shill, Baldy, and I think... Okay, I will move on from that as well. Buddy Valis is still there. Yep, it is there. It is very much there as well. I'm going to be heading to bed, heading off back, because I realized I didn't get a lot of sleep, so amazing work, everyone. Farewell, BK! I mean, it is like the outro portion, as always, so we did get to showcase quite a lot of amazing stuff, as always, and I do appreciate you for stopping by and everyone else here as well. I have 9 pages left. I laid 4 pages yesterday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say if you only have like a week left, or if you do have actually, how many days till like the end of the year? 4-ish days, roughly. I feel like within 4 days, you probably can get everything finished. If you are still trying to get everything done within the year, if you don't mind it too much, or if you're trying to get it within the week generally, then you should be fine, right? If it is just 9 pages in total that you gotta get finished, the next 7 days. Okay. But farewell, BK. Farewell. Have a good night as always, because it is hella late over there. But I think that's everything that we do have to showcase here. There's not too much else to really have to talk about. I think Spacebuds sent me something as well. Oh, the emulated stuff. Thank you for sending them my way again. Also, Spacebuds. Welcome to the world, Melatonin. I think it was Rolly that specifically named the Drowsy as well, so we have them to thank for. But we have other memes here too. Every Tetris World Champion, courtesy of Theo. I know Meep is also really into Tetris, so if we do get to see more of the tournament stuff, or if Meep is ever more interested in learning more about that, Theo has you covered. I don't know if Meep is still here, but Theo genuinely has everyone here covered if you ever want to learn more about Tetris stuff. And I'm excited that Theo has been getting ever so better and becoming more of the dark horse within the UK, because I know that they will make it genuinely with their amount of passion. I can totally see Theo getting into the big leagues and be like the #1 freaking Tetris player at the rate that they're going. Yeah, the next 7 days. Okay, so if within the next 7 days, I could definitely see you getting all that stuff done, Storm, for sure. Enjoy your fan art, Valis. I thank you. You know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, Lotus. I really thought it was gonna be way more cursed than it was, but yeah, in general it was really good. And honestly, but more importantly than the fan art, congrats on getting the tablet, and I really am excited to see what other future work you do work on within the tablet as well. But yeah, that's awesome. And on that note, We will be finishing this drawing after stream, guys. Afterwards, tomorrow, I may be getting some emotes drawn out if we don't have like any crazy doodle quests to work on. So yeah, that's the goal. And outside of that, there's not too much. But thank you guys as always for stopping by, telling more about your own progress, whether it's comic stuff, whether it's OC stuff, or like maybe games that you're interested into. I always appreciate learning more about that. And genuinely, guys, as always, stay oozy, gooey, slimy, sticky, jelly, whatever you prefer. We will see if there's anybody we can raid. I don't know if Lux is still streaming. Oh, they are? Okay. So Lux is still streaming. I'm going to be rating them. If anybody is just somebody that likes to just have like other streams into the mix or wants to support other community members, we're going to be sending you all that way. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, /evening, /night. And I always am excited to learn more about what you guys are working on. But let me find Lex right now, and we will be sending you their way. So let's see, Lux Volo, Team Fortress 2, and then boom, there we go. But if you do want to stop by and say hello to Lux, always give a big hearty welcome for them as well, because they have supporting us quite a bit in our own Cyberse endeavors. But yeah, here we shall go. Start to raid. Surprise, I'm alive, shocker. Crumbs! Wait, did it say raid? We're raiding! Lux at the very moment! It's nice to see you! But I hope to see you again in the future! We are closing off, and I wish I could talk to you more, but I'm happy to hear that you are alive and doing well! But have a wonderful day, as always. Farewell, farewell. Look, I'm just laughing! It is what it is, okay? We're raiding at the moment! I'm sorry, Crumbs! Oh man, I feel bad now.